Okay. Hopefully we got everything set up correctly. It's been a while since I've had to use the the proper microphone. I'm also hoping that the dropped situation works correctly, because mine's been a little bit touch and go sometimes when it comes to drops. The problem is I can't see it from my side. I think because I've done it already, I can't see from my side whether or not it counts. Are people doing well? Let me see. I'm just gonna check for the subcategory. See if it shows for anybody else. I'm hoping. I can't tell. It does not show me. Oh well. Yeah, sorry about being smidge late. Can I do this one? Okay. I guess we'll just launch into it. Okay. If for some reason the drop situation is not working, or like it's not showing for it, please let me know. Because we should still be within the time window to do it. Mind you, I'm getting a smidge paranoid. Like I want to double check again and again. 3 gift subscriptions on Twitch. Any channel with the Final Fantasy XIV online. Should get your item code, snowman mount, 58th rate tickets, and then you can plug it into Mog Station. So it should be fine. I guess there's one other way I can check real quick. Rewards enabled on channel. Oh, good. Thank you, sub account. So it seems to be fine. Looks like we're good. And then yes, pinned to the top there is the server I'm in, if anybody else wants in on this. Otherwise it's gonna be pretty... I'm kind of here by special request, so it's gonna be pretty casual day. All your stuff works. All this stuff works. Hopefully it worked. It should. I've double checked like everything. Good to see you. Also, Cantus, that offer's still up that I told you before. I know you said don't worry about it, but if you want, that offer's still up. Also, the other... I've thrown it in the FC Discord as well. If you don't want it to be in there, that's fine. I can delete it. Or you can delete it. I assume you've got admin privileges. Gummy sharks. Still one Halloween fish that's missing. Still one Halloween fish that's... Okay. Me... Get some quick retainer stuff going. Give them the option. I'll take the flak. Okay. Beautiful catch. Absolutely nothing. Let me forget that I have a tendency to set Final Fantasy's music like super, super low. Because anytime I'm in a Discord call with somebody else, it's like 14's music is just exceptionally loud. Hope your Sunday's going well so far. One of these days, I'll get my retainers properly outfitted. One of these days. Are there any for Dailies? Yeah, I just, I don't have anybody, like, actually reserved. I let out a few. I kind of just put out a general notice to be like, hey, I'm changing gears if people are around or online or off work. Oh, right, it's in here, fluff. Finally get my Picto up to level 100. And then not properly learn Picto. I might be doing the, I might be taking a crack at the L.Y.K.A.I.O. Savage Criterion Dungeon sometime in the new year. It's a heck of a jump for somebody who's never properly done a Savage or an Ultimate before. Hey Grim! What a fancy time I see. Grim, yeah, if you want in, I think you should be able to see... I have a voice channel that's open. And yeah, I guess it depends where your... It just depends where your NA character is, but I've got that one... I've got Party Room if you want in. And then yeah, I think you should have access to a voice call as well. But this is the kind of like a special request stream. Maybe. Your NA character's on Aether, sadly. You can data center travel. And if you're on Aether, you should be able to get off, no problem. Also, hey V, how's it going? Same case to you as well. I should be in a voice call that both of you can see if either of you want in on stuff. We'll start out with dailies. I've got some maps. I've got another guy who's got some maps. Will join us too if we go for that. We're just gonna need like 4-ish people. If we're doing like the 90s 100 stuff. Also, hey Stargazer, how are you? It's good to see you. A mender? I think I have a mender. I think he's in the downstairs bath. I'll look into that. Yeah, it's from the main title page. There's like or no, your character login page has the option to like you right click them and it's like visit another data center and you can pick you should be able to travel to like the primal data center. And it's no problem, like you can go back home just as easily too. Fix all my jazz. Doing good? How are you? I'm doing well. Kind of nice to have like little... I took a little bit of the Christmas break just for Christmas break. Did a little bit more card stuff yesterday. And now, yeah, I'm kind of here as like a... kind of like a little special request situation. And like a last chance type of... a last chance type of like... There's this... I'll clip you flag regardless. Hey Anton. There's this Twitch campaign that was kind of going on that I sort of forgot about, if I'm being honest. It's essentially that if you're a Final Fantasy XIV player, they have a collaborative event going on right now where it's 3 gifted subs will get you a code for a mount that looks like... I can show you here. The snowman mount has existed in the past, and you can buy it off of the cash shop. The standard snowman mount looks like this. It's funny, it's cute. And then this is, of course, the Twitch version is regaled in purple. Anton, do you want in as well? We're just gonna run a little bit of daily stuff and then might run a little bit of map stuff after if I got enough people. But it's cute. Yeah, it's kind of funny too because if you tell yourself to walk, you don't jump out. There's this really funny story I have of I have a friend who was just joining the game, and when she was just joining, she didn't know which one was my character. You started the server travel. We'll see how long it takes. It should only be like a minute. Should only be like a minute. I'll have to add you as a friend, or like physically find you to add you in. But yeah, I had a friend who was starting the game. She was with a few other friends of ours. I found them, like, our mutual friend told me where she was, and where all of them were. I found her, was in the snowman, and just started following her tiny Lollapalooza around like this. But the snowman scales to size as well, so, like, if she stopped and I just engulfed her, her whole tiny Lollapalooza, which is, like, the really, really short race, would just get engulfed by the snowman. And she's, like, Who is this that's following us? Except I was also in the voice. I was in the voice call. I joined the voice call like at the time that I got there, so I was like, "Oh, how's it going? Oh, you're learning the game. That's great. I'll come get you in a minute." But then when I told her what my username was, potato race. You me wolves den now. Hey Demi, how's it going? Yeah, Anton, do you want in? I think I've got you. I've got you on my list, right? Do you appear to be in Limsa? I can be in Limsa. I'll be right there. Grim, how far along is your NA character again? Your NA character, unfortunately, probably won't be able to have. Your NA character, I probably unfortunately won't be able to have in maps, but I am in the Lindsay 8th Plaza. I also don't have names turned on. I guess I could do that. Character configuration, bar stuff, others, other PCs. I'll take it that one's you. Hello. Oh, you too play a bunny. Look at you. You're in post AR. Okay. So at least, like, unfortunately, this character won't be able to do map stuff situation, but we can at least run daily things. Okay. One of us has to change. Can't do hundreds yet, but you're down for whatever. Okay, sounds good. I do have, like, I have some 90s as well, because I know you just hit Dawn Shell, right, Anton? I've got 90s as well if it comes down to it. You know, I guess if we're 4 DPS, we could just start with trials and see where it goes. We'll start trials. Dang, that was fast! Oh, you switched over to a sage, I see. If the ARR trials will it be? It's kind of nice to see the old stuff sometimes. Hello, Shiva. You know, part of me wishes I'd known about like the minimum item level sync that you could do back in the day, for like older fights. I would have liked to have seen a bunch of these in their like closer to original format. Turns out you've had a reoccurring 180-day subscription all year. Oh my gosh, you're right. Oh dear. Well, on the plus side, you get to reap those nice bonus rewards. I could have gotten on that free gift. I could have gotten on that free gift train, right? I don't play Cryptomancer to any proficiency, to be honest. I just paint pretty pictures. Demi, the gift thingy, at least like the collab mount thingy is just, you don't have to have like an active sub at the time. I suspect that people may actually try to sell the codes, because to my great surprise, or maybe I shouldn't be that surprised, it doesn't, okay, who's gonna be the one who gets stepped on? It doesn't just load it to your account, it actually gives you a digital code to be punched in. So, yeah, some people, I won't be surprised if some people try to sell it. So I think Hut got the boot. We have an hour update! Oh man. So-called Shiva circle. It's 93 gigabyte. Oh man, you really haven't touched the game in a while, have you? Bonk. You sure you did the Passion Dawn show because you played through a fair bit during that period? A little guy. Could be, but I wouldn't be surprised that he's got that much more in there because we've had a couple patch things that have happened since. Thinking as if I still have a request. Strange. Okay, Grim, you probably won't have normal raids yet, will you? Not yet. Okay, not for this character. Oh, how do you guys feel about Alliance raid? I don't know how much Crystal Tower I like to do. Sorry if I'm holding you back. We can do a few different things. Have you done your Crystal Tower raid? I guess is the other question. Because otherwise I'll change your job over and go. And we'll hit up a dungeon. Forewarning, if I switch to tank, I promise nothing. Have not. Oh, you've got the quest to do them. Okay. I think we can take you into 2 others, and then we'll have to take you into. We can take you, I think, into 2 others, at least. Oh, you gonna go tank? Okay. I promise nothing as a Dark Knight. I don't play Dark Knight very often. Just be sure, is your VC open right now? Yeah, it is. If you want to switch, come on in. I can swap the tank or healer, whichever is preferred. Puck, if you've got somebody to level, then like I want to get my Picto to 100, but I'm also not desperate to get my Picto to 100. So if you want to, if you have a thing that you actually need to just get levels on, then I can play. Oh, okay, you've got a healer and Anton's got a tank. Alrighty, I'm gonna switch right to Picto.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
You might want to adjust my Fugi.
Yes.
I'm currently just
I couldn't remember
the center of your
I couldn't
screen.
remember how big Fugi was right now for the group ones. Yeah, let me get you adjusted. How are you? How's it going? It's a shame we don't have like cross. What's the term I'm looking for? Like cross.
Cross region, maybe.
Yeah, cross regional stuff. Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny. We do a little bit. People can go to the Oceania server.
I don't know why I feel like you ought to be able to go to the EU server because it's not incredibly crowded from what I can tell.
For now. This
like even when NA worlds are not congested, I feel there's still more people in NA than on EU.
Yeah, because like so we have the capability to do moves across like the world, like the actual world. Because you can visit people in Australia. I just
interesting.
I don't know why NAEU Asia isn't like an option.
Yeah. If I could play with my EU character, there'd be a lot more we could do, but I'm still pretty early on this one.
Oh, it's okay. How far along are you in the EU one?
I just finished like the main Shadowbringers content.
Oh, okay. Gotta keep things mildly vague. Hey, Soupy PRC. Thank you for the gifted. Enjoy your mount, I'm assuming. What do I even have at level 50? 46. Nice to meet you. Hey, I get it. It's kind of funny. So that mount thing that was available. I just went and found a little streamer. Like as new as I could find them. with like low viewer count, like brand new, as close as I could find to like a brand new affiliate, and then drop 3 gifted subs. The only thing is they were doing, do you know what an ultimate fight is, Grim?
That's like a super hard trial.
Yeah, yeah, it's like amongst the hardest content of the game. Also, Soup, thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoyed the time here. It's amongst the hardest content of the game. So I found someone, yeah, just little streamer, looks like they're a brand new affiliate kind of thing. Drop the 3 gifted subs. They flipped, but unfortunately they also died.
Oh no.
I was like, I'm so sorry. Good luck on the ultimate. If I could spread a little bit of joy in the world. Only stream not running the title without tons of viewers. Oh, I appreciate it too. It is a nice little thing to like pass the kindness along, I feel. So whenever you let me know if game audio is a little bit weird for the levels. I am constantly, unlike most of my other games, I am constantly adjusting my Final Fantasy volumes for my sake of playing. So it might be a little bit strange stream side. Also, Hawk, I remember this fight specifically for some reason. It could be because of Garuda's laugh. You've also had to do it like a couple times, so that might be why. I don't have all my other abilities anyway. Hopper lady. There we go, Picto 100. Ooh, Picto. It's been a very fun little job. I don't play it to any efficiency, to be perfectly honest. Red and...
I don't play efficiently on any job. Like when I'm playing my bard, I'm dropping songs all the time. Like, oh jeez.
Okay. Let's switch over to high level.
Gotta be able to do a couple high levels. I am level 50.
Should be good for a couple high levels. It should be. See what we get. 18 gigabytes in? Gosh. Honestly, because it's the first hard fight you had when Luna got you into the game. Oh, Hawk, do you still actively play? Oh my gosh. Really, it's your first time Wanderer's Palace. Or do you just have cutscenes on?
No, it's my first time with... I think it might be my first time at all. I don't think I've done this on the EU character either.
Yeah, I don't think Wanderer's Palace is a... I don't think it's mandatory.
Outside of the kind of thing you have to do for the Scholar job quest. There is a thing here for that.
Yeah, the Joller... I can talk. The Scholar job quest is... I actually thought it was quite interesting. It was one of the more memorable job quests that I played. Oh god, when's the last time I touched my dancer? Not actively, you only play with Luna, honestly. Oh, that's fair enough. I really only play with like a couple friends as well. Oh, I think there's still one Tonberry that's poking me in the butt. Which one is it? Thank you. Soon. So yeah, I will... So yeah, Grim, unfortunately, I know for this one, maps aren't going to work out. Rye, Rye, double check how far along you are, because there's like... If you've got all of Heaven's Sword unlocked, then I can get you in for some of the map situation. If you don't have all of Heaven's Sword unlocked, we can try to get you in for a few, but there'll be some areas that you just won't be able to get into. And I'm assuming that maps don't cost an arm and a leg anymore. God, where's my dancer buttons? Maps don't cost an arm and a leg anymore, so I should just be able to buy some, honestly. Don't mind draining the personal coffers. You're not an Endwalker? Oh, okay. That's alright. I always tell people to take their time with it. I got rushed pretty badly to beat the game, and it just like finishing expansion after expansion, and I burned out, and I would finish the expansion at the behest of somebody else, and it was like, okay, I'm done. We've done this other thing you wanted to do, and then I didn't touch the game for like 3 or 4 months. Yeah, My one exception to it was kind of when I went to FanFest last year in the summertime, and people were like, you cannot go to FanFest without having beaten Endwalker. I'm like, fine, that's fair enough. I will get Endwalker finished. Because they're like, there's no way you go to FanFest and come out of that thing not spoiled. I'm like, yeah, okay. That's true. That's true. This is the Lullafell eating monster, which is kind of funny that it's sitting here considering what all the Tonberries used to be. Oh, this dungeon is kind of funny. This used to be a go-to dungeon for speedrunning during the Moogle Tombstone drops for like 3 blue mages and a healer.
That's interesting. Okay.
The boss we just beat there. I don't know if you've done anything with blue mage, but blue mages have this
Not even a little.
blue mages have this really funny set of skills that just like if you get the tick timing correctly, 2 of them will just like insta-kill a boss.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's an attack called Missile. It's like 50%, it's like, I think 50% chance or something like that you drop the boss, or that you'll drop an enemy to 50% health. But if you get 2 of them, at least 2 of them, to fire off in sync, the tick will happen, they both go 50% at the same time, and it takes the boss down to like 1 HP. And then you just throw a random thing at it and it dies.
Wow, okay.
Some other silly stuff too, like you grab a whole bunch of enemies, you pull them all into a tight grouping, you freeze them all, and you use another ability called Ultra Vibration, everything insta-dies. So like, yeah, they found, any oil? They found the fastest method was like 3 blue mages and a healer or something like that. Oh right, I'm the Peloton machine. I forgot. I don't play dance very often. Is there a way I can check how far along I am without being in game? In a very, very roundabout way is that if you like were to check your achievements on Lodestone, perhaps you could find out how far along you were. But you'd have to know what your achievements were referring to. Or I guess you could just cross-check them. I actually have to learn how to play. I'll actually have to learn how to play Dancer. The hard content stuff that I want to go do is I won't be playing my main job. So it'll be interesting. V, if you're listening still, come teach me how to play a dancer. Gosetsu's your favorite so far? He's a good guy, I like him too.
Yeah, Gozetsu's awesome. Absolutely. He's the reason you tried Samurai? I've done a tiny... I haven't done much Samurai. I've only done a really tiny bit of Samurai. I'm paying attention to my fan dance stuff. It's kind of funny because I have most of my hotbar stuff. Like, my hotbar looks a little bit weird for setup because I play on a keypad, so everything on, like, this half is linked to the keypad. And everything else is a clicked button for me. Usually I run stuff left to right because they fit so nicely in a 1-2-3 setup. Angry Tomberry. Samurai, perhaps incredibly fitting, I run top to bottom, right to left. Like, Japanese writing style. But it's only because Samurai's button layout is kind of works in a set of 4, so it kind of works to be top-bottom. I got a gifted sub to you. Hey, Lazar! Good to see you. How are you? Right, I gotta learn Machinist first. You can. Did you unlock it? I can't remember, because it's a level 30 thing, and you are in Heavensward, so you should have it. Yeah, I reckon you get it as soon as you, like, rev an Ishgard, I think you can move to Machinist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's the... I might have to adjust game volume again. I'm having trouble hearing you.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's just... Final Fantasy is just loud.
It's super loud.
Like, everything I do, it's always so loud. You got it? Didn't figure out at all how it worked? I should get you in touch with Drake. He used to raid on a Machinist.
Fox got the chest. Dance partner. 2 more days until the New Year. Well, 2 more days until like New Year's Eve. And then yeah, we're there. I think he went some low-level areas, played around, got a basic idea for the unlock abilities, but then it started mentioning gauges, which I couldn't see, so I just went and leveled up for another no reason. I forgot how months were. It's there's the you can always do the knuckle trick when it comes to figuring out which ones have 31 days in them. Oh, I should add this to my stupid yes already. The knuckle trick is like if you start not counting your thumb, but if you start counting the knuckles on your hands on the back, anytime there's a bump, starting with January of course, whenever you've got a bump and going across both hands is when there'll be 31 days in a month. And anything that's in the dip of your fingers is not 31 days in a month. I can't exactly just say 30 days because February is a thing, but... Yeah, so like if you were to start pinky on your left hand, you go the knuckle of your pinky and then the dip in between your pinky and your ring finger and then the knuckle of your ring finger and you go counting like that, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. And then crossing over to your other hand from index finger to index finger. Like index finger knuckle to next index finger knuckle. I think that captures July and August or something like that, which both have 31 days in the month. And yeah, that at least lets you know which months have 31 days in them. I don't remember where I learned that trick from. It was ages ago, though.
I heard about that back in like primary school.
Isn't there 2 days instead of 30 days long, one after another? Yeah, so that's like January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's July, August, and they both have 31 days. But they both fall right into, like I said, if you put your hands side by side, they both fall as being 2 knuckles in a row. So 31 days in 2 months in a row. Somehow, it covers that base. Okay. I think Grim, for you, unfortunately, I think that's all I can take you in for. You can still, like, you don't have to leave the call, but, but I think that's all I can fit you in as far as roulette stuff goes.
I guess in the meantime, then, I will go ahead and do this. And, I reckon I will try and catch up on the old MSQ stuff.
Yeah, okay. You can actually do MSQ stuff while... You can actually... Which is kind of neat. You can do MSQ stuff while not on your own world. There's just stuff you can't access, like you can't access your retainers. But Market Board and everything still plays like you're just at home.
Interesting.
Okay, we're gonna run normal and alliance. Oh no, wait, I guess I'm wrong. You can do main oopsies. Hang on. Okay, we're gonna do Norway. I forgot, because I always forget. We've got main scenario if you want to do that one. I totally forget about main scenario every time because I don't play it most times.
I'm gonna be honest, I kinda don't want to do it.
That's fair.
It's just I've already done the Castrum or whatever, or the Praetorium, whichever one it is. Like twice recently because a friend of mine just got there on their character, so I was like partied with them for it, and then I just did it like a couple days later on this character. So I'm kind of over those cutscenes for a little while, I think.
No, that's totally fair. Also, Anton Puck, I'm sorry I didn't hit ready check. Scream at me if you're not ready. Oh, no, I think they're good. This game looks so much like WoW. It is another MMO. It plays, I don't know, visually I like Final Fantasy more than WoW. I did used to play a lot of WoW, but it was also, oh god, I've only fought the Proto Carbuncle once! This will be interesting. I've only fought this thing one time. You watch a horror movie at 3 a.m. because you're bored? Fun stuff. Which horror movie? But yeah, I used to play a bunch of Warcraft like 10 years ago. It's been a long time.
never got into WoW. In fact, as far as MMOs go, FF14 is probably the one I've played the most.
Oh, yeah.
However, and largely that comes from the fact that when I was a kid, when I was younger, our like family computer wasn't beefy enough to run pretty much any game.
Ah, I see.
So I distinctly remember when I was a kid, I kept asking my mom because I wanted to play Lineage 2 because I had some friends who were on that game, and then she got it for me, and I couldn't. The computer couldn't run it.
Oh no. Yeah, I was like, I got into Warcraft because my parents had gotten a new laptop for some. I can't remember why this laptop was a thing. They'd gotten it or won it in a raffle or something like that, and I was like, I basically just commandeered that computer. Oh my god, what does this do?
But yeah, I think I had some experience with like some smaller MMO. I think the biggest one I played was Terra Online. I actually really enjoyed that one, but that's gone now. Sorry if I'm being distracted.
No, sorry. It's actually. Oh, I should be apologizing. I need to just readjust my volume situation again. I just can't. I can't hear you. Like I said, this game is so loud, like all the time.
I wonder if I'm audible this stream.
I turned you up in Discord a little bit, but not quite enough.
Kind of audible on the stream.
Huh?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, totally. These light-ups do? I have no idea. I know like my biggest issue with this game is I don't play anything in a serious enough capacity to have really like looked up what everything is meant to do. Oh, even stream side game audio real loud. Okay, once this fight is out, I'll readjust. Cause yeah, your Discord levels are like you on Discord itself is actually just fine. It's just Final Fantasy is a loud game.
Super loud.
Oh yeah, I forgot that there's this whole stage change. You ever see how often like your character like has a fall and then you're like, have you not just broken like every single bone in your body, buddy?
Happens a lot in this game, yeah. I think the funniest one is when I forget what the dungeon's called, but it's got the Kraken boss at the end.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And like it's got a thing it does where it'll just grab you and just throw you across the stage, and it's like, damn, you should not be just getting up and walking after that.
I know. There's some other dungeons as well. Like you may or may not have seen them yet. That are just like there's some dungeons just to keep progressing through the dungeon. You go on you take a wicked jump off a ledge kind of thing, and I'm like, that is a very very long way down.
Yeah, I've seen some of that too. It's pretty funny. That's a lot of AoEs.
I should probably be using the dominant thing before this? I don't know. I'm sorry to any dancer main who might be watching as I absolutely butcher your job.
Oh, no, it's... Well, I guess now you're in trouble, but before, I had all the Dragoon players watching me and shaking their heads, so...
Do I even have... Oh, I do have improvisation at this level. Right, it's like a level 80 thing, isn't it? Oh, I don't remember what this is. This is a follow the crowd situation. Jump? Oh no, it just does that. It does jump, okay.
I tend to, in situations where I'm not sure what to do, I tend to just follow the healers. They're usually the best at positioning from what I've seen. Whatever I do, I don't follow the tank. That's
That's your lesson learned.
Yeah.
The raid music admittedly from this grouping. So this is a an Endwalker raid set. I just want the music from it on Spotify.
There's some killer music in this game for sure.
Oh, they've done such a good job with it. Okay, this thing is dead. I'm not dead. That's not bad.
Yeah, I consider it a win if I just like don't die. That's a W.
I'll take the gear for now. I could actually possibly use some of this stuff. Who knows? Neat little trivia. The primary theme of the second tier Pandemonium is Scream Carbuncle. Yeah, I use this one called Silent Scream. When I found that one out, the first time I played it, I played with a friend who has a little music plugin that tells him what every song is as we see it in the game. And we're like, oh, this one's called Silent Scream. It's a really like smart name for it. Whoa. And then like there's another one called One Against the Weary, and the first time someone had put it into our FC house, and the first time one of us had heard it, one of my other friends was like, is that it? Like, not a friend, but like my roommate had heard it off of my computer, and they were like, are you playing Minecraft? Because it has this weird jingle in it that kind of sounds like the Minecraft level up sound, apparently.
Interesting.
Not that I would necessarily know that because I'm not a Minecraft player.
Oh, you're not? Okay. I think you might be the first VTuber I've met that doesn't play Minecraft at least sometimes.
It's just because I'm not good with open sandbox stuff.
Need a little more direction, maybe?
Yeah, pretty much. Trials are good, normals are good, alliance rates are good.
That's fair. I feel like I generally share that sentiment. Oh, sure.
Oh, sorry. I was just reading one of my players in the party here.
I see. I generally share that sentiment where I don't I typically don't gel well with like open sandbox stuff. Unless I'm playing it with friends, then it just feels kind of like it's just like VR chat with extra steps, you know?
Right. Yeah, if I manage to find inspiration, then I'm good for it, except then I just want to build and I don't want to do all of the actual mining or the crafting part. I just want to build. But otherwise...
I mean, I keep trying to like... Because like my mom will ask me occasionally, don't forget to, if you haven't already, don't forget to alter your volume settings, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
My mom will occasionally ask me, like, what's the point of Minecraft? And And I keep telling her it's just Legos that cost only $30. Like that's basically it.
Okay, Anton, you're back. Cool. Pretty good, because I'll have to make sure I put my game audio back in the same place for later. So, Final Fantasy.
Would it not be? Yeah, it'd be probably better to just adjust the volume settings in game, right? Instead of on your OBS or whatever it is you're using.
For the OBS side, it's because like our readouts are okay in OBS. It's just if I dock the game volume too much, it makes it particularly quiet stream side.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna finagle a little bit. We're gonna put it there. I've dropped Final Fantasy itself way down. Let's see. Okay, Lions Race.
There's something I wish you could do in OBS is like set like adjust volume levels for programs specifically instead of just like from audio sources.
Yeah.
I think that would be ballin', but I don't know if that would even be possible with the way the whole infrastructure is set up in the first place.
I want to be in, yeah, actually, this one. Or maybe I
I
should.
just realized you have your job gauge in a insane location on your screen.
It's probably because I don't play Dancer a whole lot, so the jobs I play more commonly, I have their job gauges a little closer to front and center on the screen, and I just forget every time to move the Dancer one.
So I was just looking at the stream. I'm like, jeez. And I've seen some people like on YouTube videos and stuff. Their job gauge is like up by the mini map, and I'm like, are you crazy?
I think part of it for me is like did I try it down here? I can't remember if I actually did try it down here or not. I sometimes get tempted to just not have like a HUD up at all if I can help it, because I just want to see everything. Like the entire screen. Also,
I mean, you could do that if you just like get really good and memorize all your hotkeys.
yeah.
And all your cooldowns and everything.
I want it there. I kind of want it centered. Oh, well, okay, it's gonna live here for now. Okay.
So what have you been up to lately? I see you've been doing a lot of your Christmas cards.
Oh yeah, I've just been.
How close are you to finishing those?
I'm like halfway.
Wow, okay.
I didn't get as many done yesterday as I'd hoped. It's because I didn't. Some of my pre-prep that I've been doing to cut down on time, I didn't have done for some of like the really tiny finicky pieces. So when I don't have the pre-prep done, each card takes me about an hour 15, thereabouts. To do.
I see.
But I've got 16 out of 33 finished.
Wow, 30. That's a lot, actually. 33 is crazy.
I know. It's simple. It's fine. I put it out there. I'm like, this is not arriving in time for Christmas. And as long as everyone is okay with the idea that this is not arriving in time for Christmas, I'll make you one. Oh! I don't get to see this place very often either. Oh, God.
I'll tell you what you should do is start making them just like way earlier in the year. And then if you want to get them out in time for Christmas, that is, you know.
Yeah.
I imagine most people didn't mind, but
I haven't had anybody throw a fuss yet. There's just some people who joking are like, it'll be here on time for next Christmas. I also, like, none of the cards actively say, like, Merry Christmas on them. They're just kind of winter themed.
Oh, well, okay, that still works then, right?
But I'm a skeleton person. But
I
yeah.
forget that all the time too.
A part of it was that I just didn't have any inspiration yet as to what I wanted to make. And the other part of it was, well, the post office is still on strike, and I don't know how long it's going to be on strike for. So it was like, maybe I shouldn't bother yet, because I have no idea when they're reopening the post office.
You know, it was so funny because we had an issue in my local post office where they had bought a new like mail sorting machine or something like that. And it turned and so they had moved to make room for it. They had like removed and moved out the old sorting machines.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that the new one like couldn't fit in the space.
Oh no,
So-
they didn't measure.
So like there was just like pandemonium for like a month at this place because they just like didn't have sorting machines set up properly.
Oh gosh. So did they move the old one back in? Did they like?
I'm not sure how it actually got resolved. I have to imagine they just moved the old one back in because I don't know. There's a lot you can do, or they just reorganized the rest of the office to make it make sense for the layout for the new machine. That's also possible.
Also, hey Xana.
Is this a near thing?
Yeah. This is the
Okay, I saw
Shadowbringers.
I saw the bullets and I was like, that's the near shit.
I'd actually, I hadn't even, I was kind of in the middle of playing Automata when I was doing this Alliance raid. If I remember what this Alliance raid does, but...
Did you finish Automata?
Yes, I did. It was actually the first stream game I played. It was kind of a...
Oh, okay.
It was kind of a... I don't know, maybe not the best... Like, I liked the game and stuff, but I know there are some parts that hit people really hard emotionally, and I just... Being the first game I was streaming, and I'm still like in this mindset of everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be perfect. I was probably I was definitely a little bit too wrapped up in like making sure everything was okay for the stream. Like this was active and that was active. I was spending too much. I was spending too much brain power on the stream itself, and probably not enjoying the game as much as I should have. Like I thought about it a lot afterwards and like rewatched a few scenes and stuff like that. I still need to go play a few endings. I have also come to the realization because I've joked with people. I said, find me a game that makes you cry on stream, and I'll pay you $50 because I have a terribly difficult time crying to video games in general. I would sometimes cry at the drop of the hat.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about this the other night. About which video games have made us cry, right? I will say Nier Automata is the only anything I've ever encountered where like the end credits make me cry. That's
Yeah, I think I was still a little too wrapped up in trying to make sure that everything was just good for stream, that I didn't let myself like get washed over by the moment.
fair enough.
But
That's understandable.
I've come to think to the realization that because some people have recommended stuff, but it's usually stuff that's like well, I'm not playing this optimally well, whatever. That's like, oh, like they pitch games, but it's usually games where people die, and as terrible as it sounds, character deaths don't seem to do it for me.
Yeah, same here. I think I'm a lot more likely to cry at like some kind of like moments that are more like heartfelt or things like that, you know.
I didn't need to use that yet. Oopsies. I didn't. Xana 14's made you cry. 14's made a lot of people cry. I haven't cried at 14 yet. I had a few close moments, but like I know my moments for being close to crying on 14. I don't know why I did that. Was not thinking. Does Access Point take me? Where does Access Point take me? This is me trying to talk and play this game at the same time, and I don't do it very often.
Yeah, apologies if I'm
It's okay.
overly distracting. I know you're kind of just messing around, so I'm sure
It's at 8% anyway, it's gonna die soon. But like the closest moments I had in 14 that... Okay, I don't want to spoil it for you because you're not that far yet. The closest moments I've had in 14 were reunions for people. There was one person who was incredibly upset that something had gone a way that they had gone awry for a plan that was going well that went awry and they couldn't protect everyone. And that actor's delivery for the line was really good that almost got me. And the other two moments that I almost did were yeah, reunion moments. But character deaths, I've been like... I haven't been meh whatever, but like I've seen people crying and screaming over certain characters dying. Just like... I will miss them. But...
Yeah, it just doesn't quite hit me the same for whatever reason as well, you know.
I think for me it's because I have a bit of a fear of death, so getting confronted with it just like brings about like more of a numbness than anything.
Interesting. That is interesting.
Because like even I played Spiritfarer too, which is apparently fairly notorious for making people cry because it's just all about dead people. And like
Spiritfarer did make me cry, but that again that wasn't because of the character deaths though. It was just because of it's just so like the story is so genuine and like heartfelt, you know, and that gets to me way more for sure. It's a very earnest game.
I think Stanley was... I don't know if you played, like, after they'd released everything. I think Stanley was... the one I probably... Actually, or the main character herself. Actually, well, not even necessarily the main character herself part. Like, her sister's part in all of it. Almost got to me.
There was one I forget her name. But it's like the old lady hedgehog, I think.
Alice. That was Alice, the one who had the dementia.
She made me cry because it just kind of hit home a little bit. Yeah. So that can also make me cry if something just hits home particularly strongly. Then I'll just like it'll just make me think about whoever I know in real life that I'm relating to that character. And, yeah.
Yeah, there's I don't know, part of it for video games is because I control the pace of it too. Because like TV show and movies, I've watched the ending to Good Omens season 2 like 3 times with people and watched just clips of it several times more. And that one, and like the Lord of the Rings where the hobbits bow down to everyone, and then Aragorn's like, "My friends, you bow to no one," and everyone bows to the hobbits. Both of those get me like every single time, and I've seen them a ton of times, but every single time, like
totally understandable. It's such a strong moment from Lord of the Rings for sure.
Also, Xana, are you interested in maps? In a point, we've kind of just finishing up the last of the dailies. And, we could do a bit of 90 map stuff for sure. And then Anton's got, what am I doing? Anton's got access to 90s, so we can do some of those. And we have a few other people who drop in who have Dawn Trail coverage, then we can do some hundreds as well.
You get there. I will say, since like on my NA character, since I'm like trailing behind in the MSQ on my U character, I've just been like skipping cutscenes and stuff. Since I've already seen it, right?
Yeah.
It's going by like way faster.
Is the EU one still the main one you're playing though?
Yeah, I would say so, because it's more just more like of my friends are
Right.
Although I don't know if we start playing, things might change.
Oh, Xana, drive safe. There's no rush. I like haven't even have I even been here for an hour? I have no idea actually.
It's been just over.
Just over an hour. I think I wasted that. What are we doing this right now? Toxin?
Totally unrelated. But I'm curious. Have you played any? Have you played any, or do you have any interest in Marvel Rivals?
I have not played any. I'm not sure how, because people are like, oh, it's like Overwatch 1, and I played a lot of Overwatch 1, but I feel like the problem is I played a lot of Overwatch 1. How much is it? I haven't really actually looked into Marvel Rivals like at all.
What do you mean, how much is it?
Or is it free to play?
It's free to play, yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I don't know why I thought it was still paid.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely free to play. The only real gripe I have with it is it runs very poorly.
Oh, does it?
It's not very well optimized. No, like I have a 3060 Ti and I have to run it on lower graphics to avoid like frame rate slowdowns and stuff.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
In that case, interest or no interest, I just might not be able to play it.
That's tough. That's tough.
I'm looking at getting a new graphics card, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, it's and I do have some little picadillos with some character balancing decisions I made, but that's more in the weeds.
Because I am by some miracle managing to run any given thing I play on a 1070 Ti.
Wow.
Yeah, I haven't upgraded.
Okay.
I haven't upgraded in like 10 years. Why anybody shows up to watch these streams where like my stuff is having to account for quality in 1070 Ti, I have no idea. Are we good? Okay, yeah, we just missed that overlap. It's fine. We're Gucci. We're Gucci. I guess like I'm also terrible at staying up to date with the trends of new games coming out. So they were like, oh, we're all playing this thing, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing this thing over here right now. That's like several years old, anyways. Because this is where my attention is decided to take me this time. You're in. You're apparently 55% through Heavensward. Oh, okay. Right. So weird question. If you look at, I think it's under your travel tab, and then like Aether Currents, could you tell me how many areas you have unlocked in Heavensward at this point? You just have 3 of the 6 areas, or do you have more? Oh, I love the fact that they took the near sounds and... Because there should be 6 areas in Heavensward. Would this be the first tab? You're playing on a PC, right? So if the little circles at the bottom would be 4th from the right. It'd be travel, and then within it opens up a menu that says Aether Current, and then you can find...
It would be the first tab within that window, yeah. Because it's they're numbered in order of release for the expansions.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah. So yeah, what Grim said. It'll be the first batch. Ooh. Get out of that. I did not get out of that. You have 4 out of the 6. Okay. So we could try doing a little bit of Heaven Sword map. And just hope. Hope that it's an area you have unlocked. Otherwise, we're gonna be throwing away a few maps. Where's the next bit? So that was way too quick. That was funny because I think I ended up did all of these raid series not knowing exactly where they're going to put me. I ended up doing all of these raid series before actually seeing their associated places in Automata proper.
That's interesting. So
yeah, I'd see it here and be like, this is cool, I have no idea what's going on, and then yeah, see it in the game and be like, oh, I know this place! in a way that I shouldn't know this place, but... Project Iranian turning mist sea of clouds. Oh, okay. Iranian? Iranian. Make everybody purple when I this again. Oh, I think it's because I was trying to do the chaotic raid the other day. And purple is just separating their color better. Trying to remember, Zana, if there's a section in here where people actually start chanting to come as gods. It might be in one of the other... What's the other raid mode? Like...
There's gotta be in the music somewhere. Something like that, yeah.
It's got I think so. If it's not here, then... If it's not here, I feel like there's a point where it starts playing that song. What is this stuff? Flour? No, a lot of aerosolized cocaine. Next track owns. Hello, Angle. This one, Angle?
This old guy.
Angle model. Oh, it is Angles. Okay. Or next one. Next, not sure. No, this one's good too. I don't know. Was there really a bad track in here, to be honest, Santa?
Whoa.
The music for all of it was really good.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing you play the first Nears one, actually.
It's funny. It's funny you should say that. I got gifted Replicant on Steam. I played the original one like back on like when it was Getcha out.
Wow. Okay.
It's been like what 15 years. I don't remember everything in it anymore, but like.
It's like maybe an unpopular opinion, but I actually prefer the soundtrack for the Strong Replicant over Automata, personally.
They did have some really good music, and they did like. I always thought it was really cool that they had some of their really key songs got sang in like 4 different languages. Like they actually localized the music, the lyrics for several different regions.
Yeah, including their own made-up language, right?
Yeah, because like Ashes of Dreams, I think Ashes of Dreams is in like 4 languages and the made-up language or something like that.
I think so.
different button than usual.
So it's in English, Japanese, French, and Gaelic.
Gaelic?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was German instead of Gaelic. What's Gaelic? It's like garlic, but happier.
Is this something you eat?
What a lines rate am I? I don't do lines rate
If you're actually unsure.
No, Rye's Scottish. Rye should know exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I should know that.
It's been cheating. You're getting bonked for that one? I do have a bonk thing. I don't remember you've ever seen it, Rye. I do have a bonk thing in the redeems now. Gaelic bread. Delicious. Too tough to figure that out. What is Gaelic?
Real talk though, garlic bread is peak. And that's the good stuff.
We'll remember you, Anton. It's okay, I died earlier and just forgot to even wait for a healer to res me. I just immediately re-resed myself. It is nice to see an alliance raid that's not just Crystal Tower, though. I don't mind Crystal Tower, but oh, I see it too often.
Yeah, are there I feel like I didn't come across any alliance raids in all of the expansions I've done so far. I don't know if like just missed them.
Every single expansion will have their own alliance raid. You just, there'll be a blue quest that you'll have to, interact with at a point. Usually they've got like some sort of fancy banner art, to indicate that it's like an important quest. So like Heavensward, you'll have like the Void Arc set in Heavensward. You have this, or no, you have Final Fantasy Tactics is the alliance raid for Stormblood. This is Endwalker, or this is, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is Shadowbringers. Endwalker, I haven't actually done the Endwalker one yet. Very behind. I won't spoil what the Endwalker one is because it's cool, but like, yeah, the Endwalker one is cool, and the Dawn Trail one just only has its first part out so far. Good fight though. Absolutely not use that. Waste the crit. Why do I have that button so far away? Oh, I guess just because it's good. I'm playing a keypad, but my hand is admittedly even a little bit small for the keypad itself.
So are you using a mouse at all?
I use a mouse in my right hand for all of my camera whooshy and clicking a little bit of stuff, but then all of my actual like character movement is done Character movement and ability casting is all done on the keypad. Or main ability casting is all done on the keypad. It's a little bit of a weird setup, though, I've been told. Oh, fine. There's petals on the floor.
Oopsie. It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
I will say I don't stress about dying on stuff in this game too much because in my experience the community is pretty forgiving most of the time. And like I tanked a dungeon for the first time the other day and I was like, it's my first time tanking, please bear with me. And they were all like chill, so that was cool.
Yeah, people have been pretty good in this game. I want to say like 90-95% of people are good in this game. And then you have like your 5%, it's like, oh my god, just get out of here. Just don't talk to me. I swear to not fall off that ledge before. Oh, and there's you know, the diamond weapon fight, how it's got the little teleporters that take you to each half of the stage. I didn't realize you had to sit in that teleporter for like about a half second for it to actually teleport you. I just ran right through it thinking it would just take me and right off the platform. Cutscene viewer.
I think my most humiliating moment in this game so far was when I did a you know how Bard has that move where it like jumps back?
Yeah.
I was fighting Titan and I just jumped back right off the edge of the stage.
You know what, I feel you, because I play a red mage most times and they have a backwards leap.
Yeah.
I'm trying to buy a little bit of time for this little white mage who's still in the cutscene that everyone is ignoring. But yeah, I play a red mage and I just like, not the white mage is here, okay. There is a version of the attack that doesn't like send you flying backwards and I'm like, but the backflip is so cool, but each subsequent time I die from the backflip, I'm like, maybe I really should just take it off of the hotbar, because it kills me more often than it's easy. Sometimes I'm like, sometimes I have my really pro gamer moment where I like greed something a little too much and I backflip the hell out of dodge and save myself after, but most times it's just, oops, I pressed the wrong button and there I go. Or oops, I misjudged the distance and there I go. Oh, I keep thinking it's on that other button. It's not here. But I love my Reaper teleport. Reaper was like the melee job I picked up too. I'm bound to just whoosh myself off the edge of the Reaper at some point. I definitely tried as a red mage to use my gap closer thing like across an actual gap to an enemy to then find out that okay, you can't actually like fly over the gaps. You just hit the edge of the map and fall off. You just hit like the edge of the stage and fall off. I think that's great.
Yeah, there's do you recall Don Meg?
Yeah.
The dungeon. There's that part where
a little maze.
Like the floor disappears and she just got the little bridge, right? So I watched a video earlier today of someone doing that with the duty support system. Mm-hmm. And each of the characters like approach that very differently.
Oh really?
It's pretty amusing. So like Alice is like just be where Jake is, it just runs across the whole thing. Alpha Noah is like walks very slowly across. And then you get to like Thancred and Urianger, and they just like teleport across the gap.
What?
And it's like, what the hell? Why can't I do that?
Guess I should go follow my group. They just teleport. That's not cool.
like Thancred goes like halfway, and he's like, screw this, and he jumps across, and then Urianger just straight up teleports across the whole thing. It's very funny.
Oh boy, that person's very fast on that. Okay, I'm not changing names over yet. There's I think that's the stage where it's like if you're like, people get cheeky as like when they're playing with other people they know, they get cheeky as like a healer or something like that. Because I know I've definitely done it before, and it's like this race to find out. It's a race to like time your arm's length or something like that, versus when the healer is going to try to attempt to rescue you across the stage to your death. Proper dances with social media. Heat gauge still means nothing to me currently. Do I have to manually bring it up? Heat gauge, okay, right, I'm gonna be honest. I've never played Machinist. I've never properly played Machinist. I don't know which one, like, what gauges are used for Machinist, but you might not unlock the gauge until you hit a later level. Are you reading the tooltip from the game, or are you reading a guide? Because if the guide is telling you about the heat gauge, you just might not have it yet. That boss is 100% how confident you are. A leap of faith. Game. Then, if the game is telling you about a heat gauge, then you should have something. It's not just I can tell if everything. I'm in the wrong group. The basic combo attacks add 5 heat gauge to part of the combo. Huh. It's telling you about it. You would think you'd have it, but I'm like I said, I've not played Machinist. I don't know when all this stuff unlocks, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But usually, like, this is my dancer gauge, this tiny one here. There's probably a gauge that, if it shows up, should default usually around the top right-ish area. Ish. Ish. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't play the gun class enough to. I don't play the gun class enough to know. Oh, okay, fine. I was too late moving out of it. This is like a terrible. It's kind of funny because I'm talking about, like, I plan to go try some of the hardest stuff in this damn game, or this particular dungeon, and I'm dying left, right, and center to, like, this boss. It's just a seeing and memorization thing, though.
Yeah, that's the big thing about MMOs is the biggest gap is the knowledge gap, right?
Like, I dance around things pretty happily once I've seen the fight a few times. Man, I also, like, I never see the automata fights. You haven't unlocked it yet. Ah, that explains it, okay. I do like that they tie the Final Fantasy motif in here a little bit too. I'm gonna use it. What level am I? As a dancer? Oh no, oh, probably Rise and Machine. Probably asking Rise and Machine. Why would you be asking me about a dancer? Let's see. You're in the party with me. Oh, baby machines. Oh, I do have both of them.
I have a baby gunbreaker unlocked in the main character, but it's like gunbreaker starts at level 60. So I got the job, and then my hotbar just got full up with shit. I'm like, oh god, oh no, that's too much at once. So I just like haven't touched this yet.
Small baby gun, it's how I use it that matters. Hey Schlagen, how's it going? Good to see you.
Hello.
Good evening. I already possessed one.
Is it evening?
Schlagen is for them. They're on EU time.
Yeah, I watch his streams sometimes.
I never know which mob to pull when there are multiples. All of them. Take all of them.
Yeah, it's nearly midnight. Okay, I was right.
It's kind of because I'll say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I feel like good night is too much of a farewell.
Agreed.
So like
it
could be like it could be midnight rivers. I'll be like good evening because like it's like good night is like are you going somewhere? Xana healer chick incoming super bolide. Xana, did you know they changed super bolide? They don't take you down. It doesn't take you down to 1 HP anymore. It only takes it down to 50%. Yeah. They changed it. It only takes you down to 50% now. It's funny. I had I have a gunbreaker main here that like a couple gunbreaker mains I know that are just like they're upset about the change because not because it's necessarily been nerfed or something like that, but because they can't panic the healers. Okay. Xana, did you want to do a little bit of 60 for maps? I guess Puck and Anton too. Do you two want to do? We don't have to do a whole bunch of them. Do you want to do a little bit of 60s for maps? See, we can. I don't think Rai has ever seen a map before. The 60 one isn't quite as exciting looking as the other ones are, but you're about 10 minutes from home. Okay. Okay, I guess the other thing is... Do you two want MSQ roulette? The Dragoon is 61, so you can join for stuff around there. Yeah, so you'll be good for the Dragoon. Done high levels or done leveling. Right. Field tests are a joke. Like you bounce so you can watch. Okay, all good. I will. Thanks for joining. Here, we'll show you. We can show Rai a few. And then Xana can do Dawn Trail. Puck, if they want to stick around, can do Dawn Trail. Myself and another can too. What were the 60 maps called? Dragon Skin? I think. All the time when map classified as Wish Reward grade 8 among treasure hunters, decipher level 60 full party. Yeah. How much are they? 30,000. Oh wow, is it actually? It is actually cheapest on Lamia. No kidding. I'm happy to join where possible that won't cause grief or potential loss. Well, we'll see about... Actually... Right, where are you? Outer Lenosha. Rai, can you meet me, like, in the main city in Ul'dah? Can you meet me at the market board in Ul'dah? Hey, Stella! How's it going? Do you want in on a little bit of map stuff? We're probably just gonna do a few 60s to show Rai what treasure maps are, and then I might see if I can gather enough people to do, like, 90s or 100s. But we'll need, like, 4 people. Of appropriate level and areas. Yeah, Rai, meet me at the market board in Ul'dah. For exchange. Yeah, I'm on Primal Lamia if you want in. Do I have you on my... I don't think I have you on my friend list, so I might have to find you. Ah, there you are. Come along. Right, how much money you got? Excuse me, Stella, you should be gearing up for chaotic tomorrow. Work tomorrow. Road work ahead. I hope it does.
I sure hope it does.
Okay, right. Have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Have that. And then the item you're gonna buy. Trade. Market board. You're looking for time worn. Yeah. Time. You know what? I do this the silly way. Is it hyphenated?
It is not.
So yeah, you'll want the time-worn dragon skin map, right? Buy 3 of them. You can only buy them 1 at a time. You have to buy one, stick it in your chocobo bag, buy another, open it, and then buy another and hold it on your person. And I'll grab a couple. Have any in my bag already? I do not. Because I suspect, right, that we may end up having to throw away a few. Also, Stella, actually, Stella, right, if you were potentially joining for Chaotic, you're unable to... Oh, are you still on the free-to-play version? Or is it, you know, I might have sniped your purchase. I shouldn't be free-to-play. I thought... I might have just sniped your purchase. Oh no, I can't decipher. I forgot I'm already holding one. Okay. Market thief! I paid full price for this, it's mine! Yeah, Stella, if you're available and want to join and can find me, yeah, Primal Lamia, Ul'dah market board area, I'll just add you. I'll add you on. I bought Shadowbringers and Dawn Shadow through Steam, so I shouldn't... Rai, do you ordinarily play through Steam? I thought you played through the downloader, or I thought you played through the proprietary, not proprietary launcher, like the regular launcher. No? Because they don't talk to each other. Rai, they don't talk to each other. Like once you start on Steam, you have to finish on Steam, and if you start on like through the regular web launcher, then, or not web launcher, but like the downloaded launcher, then it opens the launcher on Steam. Oh, okay, okay, all good then. Oh, just a second. There we go. Hey, Stella. Alright, did you try buying it? Can you not complete any market board transaction? It doesn't matter too much. Like I can grab a few and store them away and stuff like that. Or like trade it to you even. Actually no, you can trade. You're definitely not free to play. Yeah, you can trade, so you're definitely not free to play. You might have just tried to buy one that I already bought. Actually, I should get my represented. Or if we want to just make it easy too, I can just trade it over to you. Oh, my stuff is a mess. Got one? Okay. So take the one that you've got, back out of the market board, throw it into your saddlebag, and then go buy another one. Oh, right. I've got all this furniture stuff. This is at my room. Just, oh, you think the 5 you tried to buy? Yeah, might have been. Might have been. I'm just gonna make a mess of my retainers. I'm just gonna make a mess of my retainers. How do you saddlebag? Probably Control Shift I. I for inventory. We're full. God, how are all of you full of stuff? I thought I cleaned you up. Just take all it. Grim, have you had the chance to try treasure map stuff?
I have not.
It's a little side activity that I really like to do, but yeah, it takes like minimum 4 people and like ideally 8 people.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, you essentially, well, I guess you'll see. Look around here. You go to a place, you dig up a chest, you open said chest and hope that it has a portal. And if it has a portal, you get to go to the magical land of like treasure dungeon. Doesn't let you put more than 1 in your saddlebag. Yeah, you can't. So 1 in your saddlebag, 1 on your inventory, and 1 open one. Unless you don't have the dig option. And which if that's the case, then you're just gonna be our person who holds it. Then you got canceled due to a friend being a wreck. He's okay. Oh, it's good to hear he's okay at least. People have their nights. You're forgiven. Just do it in the next session. Honestly, he just needs a new... Oh, that kind of wreck. Being in a wreck. I misread that. I thought you just said he's a wreck. I'm like, it happens. People have days. Never mind. He is physically in a car crash. Okay. Hot damn. Glad to hear. Definitely glad to hear he's okay. Decipher the second, buy the third. Yeah, that's right. I can't actually decipher because I'm still holding a level 100. I can put a couple. All done? Damn, you took the news very nonchalant. Yeah, I totally I misunderstood the read on that. Oh god, I'm glad to hear that they're physically okay though, not just a smidge shaken. Hopefully insurance helps out with the hood. Okay, so you've deciphered one. I've got a few. Looks like Puck and Stella bought a few too. Xana, what's home looking like for you? Okay, so Rai, you don't have the last 2 areas unlocked yet. What are the chances we get the last 2 areas? I guess we'll see. Good. Okay, Rai, what is your... Or anybody, actually. What does your first one look like? Sea of Clouds, what you have? Okay, cool. I'm pulling down your dirt road right now. Give you about 5 minutes to be logged in. Okay, we might just make our way over to Sea of Clouds, Xana, and then you can come find... And probably come find us. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, Stella, you've got the Heidelin thing. That's from the statue, right? Like, you had to buy the Heidelin Zodiac statue? And get the emote with it? Expensive emote, yeah. So yeah, Rai, you compare your tiny map to the Sea of Clouds map, and then, I can kind of show you, but... Oh, Puck might have one. And yeah, we can fly you about too. This Puck has a car. Pull emote, came with free statue! Oops. And then on your when you find where it's supposed to, oh my god. That Cerberus is one I've kind of been hopefully future gunning for as well. So yeah, Rai, once you find it on the big map, if you right click, or sorry, if you hold control and then right click, it'll put a little bit of a little flag on the map, and you can enter that in chat. It'll give us the coordinates of where it is. Alternatively, if you want to take a screen clip of it and post it in... or, like, if you want to take a screen clip of it and DM it to me, then I can help you look for it too.
Did it. Oh man, that was scary for a minute there.
Oh, what happened?
I was doing a trial and both our healers died like at the same time. But we managed to like, the boss was really low, so we managed to finish it off, but it was a little scary for a second there.
Oh gosh. Everyone else comes in clutch. Oh, you've got the Ozma too, Stella. He's flexing at every single mount. Rai, you good? Are you still looking? I do not have a DM with a map location. Rai, you there, buddy? Okay, can that tiny one, can you take a screenshot of it, send it to me? Oh, there it is. I think I got it. Map, Sea of Clouds, Spiggity Bit. Spiggity Bit. Bum, 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 bum. With the bridge coming off of it. Not that one. Not that one. Got letters on it. There you are. There. The whale. So yeah, Rai, the whale is a multi-seater mount. You've gotten other people's mounts before. Click, right click on it, or target it, right click on it, Ride pillion. There you go. I need to remember. There's a place in the Sea of Clouds that, like, you can actually fall off of the land and into the skybox.
Oh, fascinating. And they're mostly pretty good at keeping that from happening, so that's a little surprising.
Yeah, it's like some really particular places where, like, yeah, the boundary just wasn't set right, or like you sit a chocobo on the edge, like on a mount just right, and you step off and you'll just fall. You won't die, but you hit like a glass floor. And just sit in the skybox. It's actually really cool, especially when like sunset hits and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Okay, Rai, you'll have to find your dig command. It should be, if you press P to open up your actions and traits, and then go to the general tab, there should be a dig. Looks like a little scroll. Logging on to Homeworld real quick to grab your dragon skins? Okay. Got it. Yeah, and then yeah, you can open up. Xana will probably grab you on the next chest then, so no need to really rush. Open up that jazz. Kill all this stuff. Because the rest of us, our levels are too high for here. And then you say a tiny prayer to the chest. And there's a portal. In you go. Oh yeah, I gotta roll for loot first. Unidentified ore. You've never seen a portal, Xana? Welcome to Treasure Dungeons. Oh my god, I forgot Torn from the Heavens is what plays in here. Puck, Stella, have you two done much? Of the 60s dungeons? I feel like they still, This brings you back, you hated this? I think you only did this once. I feel like 60 still drops some pretty nice, like... They still drop some pretty popular glamours and pretty interesting minions out of it. Although, Puck, if there's a point... Because I know, like, if there's a point that you are tired of the thing, I can buy you out the rest of your treasure maps. Okay, Rai, chest is all yours. You have to do all of the chest opening and all of the door opening. I forgot this was the music. Oh, I do have dance party. Xana, how often have you done maps? Are you just incredibly unlucky? Or have you just not done them very often? The clear is harder on the 60s though, and they're admittedly not as exciting down in the 60s levels because you have to get through 6 set of doors and 7 rooms to get to the final prize, and they don't have a roulette system, they don't have a roulette version of the maps, and they don't have a gambler's lure. And I
I don't know if there's a safe spot to stand to skip. Okay. 50-50. You can either follow your instinct or, I don't know, you could go like /dice space 2 if you don't want the pressure of having to choose a door. Oh, they're more of your moneymaker. Got it. Right is right. He's going left. And the 60 dungeons actually make you run from place to place. They don't just take you there. Oh. Rainbow? No, the dungeon said get out. Puck vindicated. Right is right. And then you crack open the next one. Gavanian Forelands, okay. Cool. Oh. Santa. I know you like the pickaxe, but it's only gonna do so much damage. Where is it? Actually, I think I will... I'm gonna bonk things. Churning Mist. I never get to ride in the chocobo thing. Ether currents. Okay, so which two? Okay, so Rye won't have churning mist. Never seen a portal. Really, we changed it? Nothing. Oh my gosh, I got... Wait, did I get 3 stacks of this? Oh, I got 3 stacks of that. Okay. Alright, I can change all of that gear. Churning Mist, we can't... Well, we just have to drop out Rye if we do Churning Mist, unfortunately. The world survives unscathed. I didn't actually know that was the text for it. Exodus performs Exodus. It's perfect. Oh, is Hinter the last? Oh, sorry. No, wait. Is that the order for it? Oh, sorry, I was looking at the Aether Currents tab. So Ozzy's lot definitely is the Hinterlands really the second last area? I don't remember how the order went for Heaven's Word. You have 4 lands, not Hinterlands. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Hinterlands is the second to last one. Yeah. Okay.
Weird. Okay, it's a different order than the Aether Current thing. Okay, my bad. My bad. Churning Mist it is. I will grab the teleport. It's over there. I got tickets. Sky Slipper.
I was talking with a friend last night about the story in this game,
Mm-hmm.
and he has only done like through Heaven's Word, but we ended up just talking about like how great Tataru is and how much we love Tataru.
She gets even better. No, she's a really fun character. Bum, bum. What's in the box? I should just take a blue mage. uh,
You invested a lot of time in Blue Mage.
I've invested a decent amount, yeah, a decent amount of time. I still have to finish up my blue mage like spell book, but I used to run a lot of silly stuff with blue mage. Did everybody pass on that? I only rolled a 9. Oh, no, wait, right. We didn't ask about how we're gonna do loot rolls. I'm so used to running. My FC's loot rolls is everyone just rolls need on everything. What is standard rules? Is like map holder, everybody rolls greed and map holder gets priority on a need for something? I think? I forgot. Hey Tetra! How's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. You've got everything from these maps? Do you? Even though you've only been in here once? I guess you could just buy the minions and stuff. You had to work on a fucking Sunday with a week and getting 3 days off, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hey, that's good to hear.
It's nice.
Time to relax.
Nice 3-day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We love to see it.
Oh, don't forget tank stance will have to be pulled up again every time we come in here. Tried 14, not really your style, weirdly enough. It's not everybody's. There's a lot of little side stuff to do. But yeah, well, MMOs in general aren't always everybody's cup of tea. That's why I never really thought I'd get into another one, to be honest. But here I am.
Yeah, you said you played WoW a lot, yeah?
Yeah, I very much was like solo playing WoW though back in that day. Like I played a paladin for the sake of like being able to play solo, have a little bit of self-healing to sustain.
Makes sense.
You can go boil water? Okay, oh cool.
Speaking of boiling water, I got this, well, I should say my mom got this new kettle for Christmas. And that thing boils water from cold in like 2 minutes. It's crazy fast.
Electric kettle? Stovetop kettle?
It's electric kettle, yeah.
I've got one as well. It's like wicked fast or water boil. I'm like, that's like almost a little concerning.
No, it's wicked fast. It's crazy.
I forgot to paint my pretty pictures.
So I think because I was already unusual for an American in that I had an electric kettle, but now I have 2. So I'm just doubly weird now.
I don't like people are like, oh, but then how do you make tea? But I guess like I've always kind of wondered more. I'm like, if you do instant noodles, for instance, do you just microwave them?
So I'm a little unusual in this regard because I never eat cup noodles.
Oh,
Whenever I do instant ramen, it's always like the packets, you know. And that I just will put that in a pot on the stove and cook it that way.
Gotcha. Hey Murdoch. Oh, straighten. Thank you for the stretch. And where's my cup of water and the hydrate?
Because people are like, oh, but how do you make tea? And it's like my thing. I feel more is like, how do you do cup noodle or whatever bowl noodle thing?
I think the real answer to that question, if you're asking an American, is they don't drink tea; they drink coffee. Right?
Yeah.
That's the real answer to that question.
Never been a coffee person. Bad experience as a kid. You do? Zanny just microwave it?
Oh, I drink tea all the time, but I have a kettle. So.
Water on the stove? Oh, okay. Like in a pot on the... I've once again forgotten to paint my pictures. Just like on a pot on the stove? No, I love my electric kettle. Hot water fast.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice for sure.
How many times can you go right before you gotta go left? You found some smoked barbecue flavored Pringles. Forgot you bought it. Oh, how are they? It sounds tasty. Oh my god. We continue on the right path.
Possibly unpopular opinion here.
Mm-hmm.
I hate barbecue flavored potato chips.
Oh really? Like all the company, because I know like Lay's is a little bit sweeter and some of them are a little bit more like savory-ish.
I've yet to find one that I enjoy, and I've tried a few. They're just, I don't know.
Do you like
actual
like barbecue sauce, like in barbecue things though? It's just the chips particularly. You don't
It's
care for?
it's just whatever they flavor the chips with. That I don't know.
Interesting.
And I'm also like relatively picky about my barbecue sauces, but when you start talking about sauces like that, there's a lot of variation.
Right.
And I live in Texas, so barbecue. I have access to like all kinds of different barbecue sauce.
So I'm curious, for an area like that where barbecue is such a big thing, do places like, because like Montana's is like a steakhouse, or like Montana's or the Keg are the places that promote us doing like barbecue places or steak places. Do they not do as well down there because there's like just more like better, smaller businesses that do it?
You mean like?
Like for example, I'm on the west coast of Canada. Oh my god.
Right.
Just every single right door. I'm on the west coast of Canada, and like fish is a big thing here. So places like Red Lobster has no location in my province because they're like we can't compete with what they have locally.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
So I was curious if it's the same for like barbecue, for instance. Tatra, you despise salt and vinegar chips.
I think the interesting thing is that like we have our own kind of chains for barbecue.
Oh, okay.
And they do decently well because they're usually like, for one thing, you can actually get in to eat there because the lines at like the smaller like hole in the wall mom and pop shop kind of barbecue places are always extreme.
Right.
And a lot of them are only open like select days of the week.
Right.
So chains kind of are able to succeed by filling in the gaps, I guess. Because a lot of like little barbecue joints are gonna be open like Friday and Saturday, and that's it.
Okay.
Because the rest of the week they're spending like prepping for the weekend, you know. And they will literally just like prep a certain amount of food and once they're sold out, they're sold out, you know. And so it's not like, whereas at the chain you can like more reliably actually go and eat there whenever, you know.
Right.
Um, so they both kind of fill their own niche, I would say, down here.
Okay. I guess yeah, because like especially if you do smoking stuff, you can't. Not exactly a quick process, is it?
Not if you do it right.
The touch is wrong. Fish's fish for fish up there, basically. A lot of fishing boats will go out and just like on the daily and catch stuff and things like that. So there'll be a lot of the fish will be quite fresh. The red lobster and things they just, especially as they kind of start getting rid of their so-called like unlimited shrimp and special deals like that, just doesn't survive in this province.
I mean, I think Red Lobster's in a particularly difficult position where they're not going to survive either way. I think.
Oh yeah, but at least like they've been around a while. But even I do not remember. I don't remember in my entire lifetime if we ever had one within this province.
Interesting. Because so I grew up in L.A. but fish isn't really a huge thing because a lot of the food is like Mexican influenced, and particularly like Tijuana and stuff. And they don't use a whole lot of fish that are like not fresh fish anyway. It's usually like fried. And so we do have like Red Lobster and stuff down there.
Mm-hmm. Trying to remember.
Despite it being on the coast, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't know. Part of it as well as just being like in Canada. That like, because I don't think we even have that many locations within Canada, but I know we definitely have some of them. Like Alberta's got them.
Hmm. You want to buy a real wood-powered smoker? Well, good luck to you. That's a lot of work.
Tatra, are you thinking the ones that just use like wood chips?
If they mean wood powered, then
Like,
I would imagine. Because if you're getting like an electric smoker that just uses wood chips, then that's a lot more manageable.
yeah.
And honestly does just as good a job in my experience. Because we have an electric smoker, which we bought after we moved out here, and that thing kicks ass, man. That thing's awesome.
Yeah, I used to use my parents' smoker a lot. They had an electric version. We do a lot of fish.
Smoked fish is great. I love that stuff. Yeah, absolutely.
Smoked salmon was like the big thing that we'd often end up doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's delicious. I think interestingly enough, most of what we smoke these days are like poultry. Just because despite the fact that Texas is known for like the brisket, brisket's really hard to do correctly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like you have to have your temps just right, or else it's too tough.
Oh.
And you have to like cut it just right. So like there's this big fat cap on the brisket, and you have to like kind of cut off like half of it, but leave the other half to render. But if you don't cut off enough of it, then it won't render properly. And like, oh, there's so much that goes into it actually. It's really hard to make brisket properly. And so I guess mostly what we do is like, we do a lot of turkeys, we do a lot of like ducks actually. Smoked duck is really fantastic. And just ribs, of course. Ribs, you can't go wrong with ribs.
Of course.
But we've taken to like around Thanksgiving time, we always just smoke the turkey now. We don't even bother with anything else because it's just so much better that way.
How long does it take to do the whole turkey?
Not as long as you would think. I want to say between like 3 and 4 hours.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
I don't know why I always had, unless it was just a particular set of people.
Because the general rule of thumb is you want to cook it for an hour per pound of weight, right?
Oh, okay.
And turkeys that we get are usually between 3 and 4 pounds. So, as I recall, anyway. Anything much bigger than that, it won't fit in the smoker.
Right.
Ham, smoked ham is good. You know, the thing we did this year for Christmas is that traditionally we would always get prime rib.
Oh yeah.
And we would like roast it in the oven, but we smoked that this year, and oh man, that was fantastic.
Oh, that did sound good. Yeah, the Christmas dinner I did was I got recommended. There's this barbecue place around us that what I didn't know is like they do like a Christmas meal kit sort of thing. You pick it up like Christmas Eve, and they give like really extensive instructions for like the cooking, the reheating, and stuff like that. And it's like it's a full. I still haven't eaten everything from it, but it was like ribs, turkey breast, turkey thigh, a bunch of like different vegetable type thingies, sausage as well. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. I'm like, oh my god. But it's like, yeah, they're like recommending, because some of the ribs, for instance, I think they had already smoked them and cooked them, but they were all vacuum sealed, so it was like suggested to like sous vide it basically to get it back up to temp.
That's good thinking.
Yeah, so you don't like dry it out from cooking it twice, kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Right, do you have another? Or I can trade you another.
Man, I love my sous vide. I use that thing all the time. Do you have a sous vide, or do you use one often?
No, I had to do like didn't do it as a proper sous vide. Kind of just did it with like a really large pot of boiling of like hot water.
And that works too.
Temperature control. Because like I said,
because the thing about the sous vide is that the temperature is really stable, right?
Yeah.
That's the advantage there, and yes, please tell us how the Pringles are.
Yes, I'm very curious. Is that how you want a sous vide so bad?
It's awesome. It's the only thing I will say is that it takes a long time to cook with a sous vide. So
yeah,
you
so
really gotta like start early. Like if I'm gonna be eating at 6, I'm starting at like noon.
Oh, 6 hours ahead, huh?
Yeah.
Pringles are smoky, a little sweet, not really salty, kind of spicy. Oh, okay. So goes alright. Alrighty. Map and DMs? Okay.
24-hour prep on the steak. I see.
Iranian Forelands.
It's and the other thing about the sous vide is that you still like it doesn't render the fat at all with the way it cooks, so you still have to like sear it on like a stove or a grill or something.
Right. To finish it, basically.
Yeah. You're basically doing like a reverse sear, I guess, at that point. No, that would be incorrect. Never mind what I just said.
Okay, I'm thinking for everyone here. Hey! Stella, thank you for the gifted. Enjoy your mount, I'm hoping.
Now I'm just like, my mind is on food now. I'm just gonna talk about food.
See if you catch anything good out of the pond too.
What would you say is your like favorite ethnic cuisine? Like Japanese or Chinese or Italian or what?
What would be my favorite? I have a soft spot for Indian food. It might also be because I grew up in an area that had like quite a sizable Indian population, so like their curries and stuff.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick.
Yeah, Xana, thank you as well for the 3. You should get your mount code. You should get your mount code through your Twitch notifications, and then you can go plug that thing into Mog Station.
You ever have So I think the most memorable dessert I've ever had in my life actually was at an Indian restaurant. And it was their rice pudding. Have you ever had Indian rice pudding?
No, if only, but the reason only being that like I don't really like the texture of pudding. Generally.
So that's the thing about this stuff is that the texture was like so fascinating.
Oh really? Also, thank you for the hype shame. I just realized it kicked that off.
It had because it wasn't just like regular rice pudding. It had like various Indian spices in it. Like I for sure it had cardamom in it.
Right. I should probably.
And it just had all this other stuff to like give it like various textural sensations. So like every bite was like something new was happening. It was fascinating.
Wait, I heard the sound. Oh no, we're a little higher up. Sorry, that was my bad. That was my bad. Xana, you can fly, right? I stopped a little too early. I forgot that you could actually get up here. My bad. Also, Ramses, hey, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. And yes, congratulations.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny how that happens sometimes where like someone will buy gift subs on your channel and like some random person who's never heard of you receives it and when they come in they're like, hi, hello.
I'm here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramses, welcome in. Enjoy the bunny emotes. Hope you've been having a good weekend so far.
They're good emotes. You got good emotes.
Thank you. Thanks
to
Demi for that, yeah.
That's Waifu Factory they go by.
Yes,
right?
that's Waifu Factory. I think they're somewhere in the chat here. They are definitely within my Discord. But yeah, they've been just doing like kind of developing their own skills and stuff like that too. I think I was the first really large scale order of emotes, but they've been doing other stuff for other people too. They do a lot of like chibi work too.
I gotta hit them up sometime. Because I really want where the heck is my emails? I have like 11 slots still for animated emotes. I have not gotten a single animated one yet.
It's your last one, Puck? Okay.
So I'm curious to see.
If ever like there's a thing I was telling Robin, thank you for the 3 gifted. Do you also play Final Fantasy? Are you also here also grab and get to benefit from the mount for it? Both seem nice and enjoying the conversation. Thank you. Oh yeah, Grim, I was saying is if you have too many animated emote slots but no animated emotes yet, what I suggested to another friend of mine was to turn them into like a single frame GIF and then load it as an animated emote.
Interesting.
Because at least if you have something else that could fit for static but you don't have a static slot, then yeah, I told them just turn it into a 1-frame GIF and put it in as if it's an animated emote, but it won't be animated.
That's a good idea.
That's great. Rounds
I also have.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I don't mean to
I was gonna say, Ramdas, if you want to join, I don't know how far you are in the game, but if you want in, I'm trying to get enough people to do like some level 100 maps.
Yeah, but because I have some follower emo slots too, and I want to fill those up as well. Because
Yeah, and I think those can
I feel
only
like
be static, can't they?
yeah, I believe so.
Sad. Out we go. I could join for that? Yeah, if you want to. And make your way to the Lamia server. I can pick you up from there. Then Puck is dipping out. Dungeon is wrong. Puck is dipping out. Stella, how are you doing? You're out of maps? Okay, all good. You might, Rye, I think we're gonna try transitioning over to hundreds to do a few of those. Like the last little bit. You have one map now. Okay. Well, we still got 4. Crack open your one map. Let's see, Ramus makes their way over here. We'll find a meeting place for them. I guess I did say 2 to 3 more. So yeah, go ahead, crack open that last one you got. Unless it's in an area you can't get to.
That's pretty silly. There's someone posted a screenshot of a tweet in another server I'm in. It reads, "For any streamers out there struggling with motivation, that have feelings of self-doubt, that don't know if they're moving in the right direction, that get easily discouraged when a video does poorly, let me know when you figure it out. Like, seriously, WTF, bro." Is it at Aether? No, they're in Primal.
Oh. Yeah, Primal Lamia. Primal Lamia. Okay, right, where are we going? You should be able to...
You know,
you
you can, like,
huh?
wander over, right?
Yeah,
like
you can do data center travel to get to Primal. If you haven't done that before, it's from your character, like your character login spot. Hey Ray, you Final Fantasy 14. Ray, I can't remember, you play, right? Have you finished Dawn Trail? Do you want to come for level 100 maps? Also totally want to finish building this Gundam before you see... Oh, that's fair. Yeah, level 100. I can't remember where you are in Dawn Trail. I can't remember where you are in Final Fantasy. Is marked southeast from here? Oh, okay, I see. In you get. Fly over. Haven't started the new DLC. Ah, fair enough.
I'll get there soon enough. I'm trying to, like, take it a little slower now. Especially, I'm kind of stuck taking it slower because key times on EU server is
Rough.
pretty painful. Yeah.
And thank you collectively for the level 3 hype train. I really appreciate it. And yeah, enjoy your snowman. I keep forgetting to take the pictures.
It's okay. One of my on my EU character, my friend that tanks for us constantly forgets to turn on his stance.
Oh, it's all good, Ramses.
I mean, the game is between expansions right now. I imagine it's been a while for most people since they played.
Ray, you haven't played 14 since about 4 months ago. Oh, I see. Dropped to play the Pals and Throne. Right, Throne and Liberty has been the new. Is that the one that's? I get it in Ashes of Eternity mixed up. Is that the one that's the free to play? Throne and Liberty? I feel like they're playing it often in either. How is it? I've not tried it because I was like, I don't need another MMO in my life.
It is free to play, and it looks like. Touch it myself, but it's free.
I can say if it's better than 14. Graphically, yes. And Cactar and Aether. Yeah, if you, Ramis, if you want to. Oh, sue me! Trash raid. Oh, I can spell it. There we go. Sumi Raiders, welcome in, welcome in. My name is L.Y.K.A.I.O.S. I'm a variety VTuber. I do a mix of like crafting and gaming. Working some Final Fantasy stuff today to give people like a last chance attempt to get like that snowman mount if they want it. And just kind of doing casual map stuff. How's it going, Sumi? How are you? What were you... Salmon Max, right? You're doing Salmon Max stuff? Oh, and Ray, thank you for the gifted sub over to Arcantos. Enjoy the rabbits. Okay, Ramses, I can grab you after we finish up this dungeon. Ending of the episode was wild. Big twist. Exciting. I eat food so bad. Oh my gosh, go get something to eat. Go get something to eat.
I can relate. The post-stream hunger is real.
You like 14 over Throne, but everyone is on there. Huh. Yeah, I've only seen like screenshots of Throne and Liberty. I've never actually like tried it or seen gameplay of it. Where do they make their money to keep the servers up in? Cosmetics? Eventually play 14 again, got the money for a sub for a while. Oh yeah, that's all good. Dawn Trail is... I can't remember, Sumi, have you had the chance to dip your toe into Dawn Trail yet? You still gotta finish up that one. I got the money for it as a gift. Oh, nice. Let me see if I can wrangle enough. It's easy to whale in Throne and Liberty. Mix up cosmetics and be able to buy gear. Oh, so it is kind of potentially sort of pay to win. You just want to progress faster. When else since I played? You've been obsessed with Marvel Rivals. I guess that is the new one, isn't it? I've still not tried Marvel Rivals either. Mind you, I didn't realize until Grim here told me that it was free to play. I didn't know it was free to play. But at the same time, apparently it's also like really computer intensive.
Yeah, it's rough. It can be rough. I have another friend that plays it on a laptop, and I'm like, how are you doing that?
It's cool because you don't need to spend the money to get what you need. It just takes more time. Oh, okay, yeah. So you can just grind it out instead of like paying your way through it. That's more time in the game too, I suppose, right? Pay to win, but not true pay to win since you still get all the same gear. Oh, okay. So it's just like pay to finish faster. Not more time if you're unlucky. Ah, gotcha.
Looks like a game not for me.
released a system. Oh, they released something that you can't skip with money, so just gotta play your way through. Also, I'm a little disappointed by the lack of like. I suppose we saw one minion drop out of here. Where's the other minions? Still gotta grind. Gotcha. Smooch. I don't trust. Rainbow! Rainbow! Oh ho! Yeah, anyone as well coming in Sumi's group, we're gonna try to transition over to level 100 maps. So if you play Final Fantasy on the North American server and want to come for level 100 maps, feel free to meet us on Primal Lamia.
It'll be a great time, I'm sure. Now that it was mentioned in chat, though, I might as well not Do you think you would try it, assuming you got a new GPU?
Marvel Rivals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be willing to try. But, yeah, as it is right now, if your 3000 line card is having trouble with it, there is no way my 1070 is gonna run.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
No, Monster Hunter Wilds is what's finally forcing my hand to get a new graphics card. I almost bought one on Boxing Day. It was in a big toss-up between two, but then was like, well, the discounts are so nothing anyway. It's like a $15 discount sort of thing. I was like, the discounts are so nothing. Maybe I'll just wait until CES to see what happens. Oh! Tree. What's your gut say, Rye? Rivals feels incredibly easy. I just keep seeing like clips of like the shark eating everybody, and then jumping off the edge. Oh, I think we've been kicked this time. Yeah, we've been kicked this time. Good run, though. Good run. I've seen clips of the shark eating everyone and dropping off the edge, or like, what is it? Like Doctor Strange just opening up portals and people running through them, like, and then the other side is off the edge of the map.
Yeah, so there was one that was really funny that I saw where Doctor Strange put a portal off like over the edge of the map, and then Spider-Man was pulling enemies through the portal and they were falling to their death. Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, I saw that one too. They're just yanking them off. I'm like, oh, there they go. Okay. Da-da-da. So Ramses, where are you at? I will come pick you up. Yeah, right. I think we're gonna try to do, because I've got like another. I've got about an hour-ish. We're gonna try to transition over to hundreds for the last little bit. Misclick? Oh, it's fine. Yeah, Ramses, where are you in Lamia? I'll come grab you.
You play Penny, Ramses. Okay. Okay.
Gridania Aetherite. Okay. I'll be right there. No, just hang out at the Aetherite. I'll come find you.
I think my most played character on Rivals is Cloak and Dagger, actually.
Okay. Ramses, which name is you? There's a lot of names here. I'm the bunny picto standing right at the thing. Chiyohana Miyuki. Ah, there we are. Invite the party. There we go. Okay, right. I gotta drop you out, unfortunately. You're going to a place you cannot yet follow.
Sage.
Oh, good. Alright. Ooped. And then, let me see. I might be able to grab... No. Invite you. I'll take this chance to get more caught up with what I have done. Sounds good. What is... Oh gosh, trying to find the Yak-Tail one. Oh wait, nope, I said that and I zoomed right into it. Okay, that's awesome. Yak-Tail. So I guess, yeah, at this point, spoilers for Dawn Trail. Like, major area spoilers for Dawn Trail. Can I fly everywhere? There's a little Anya Forger! No, it's just not major story stuff, you'll be fine. It's just... I guess debatable. One could be considered major. Certain areas will be like, what? One certain area will be like, what? Perhaps I'll take... Oh no, my outfit's wrong. Okay, final play summoner for now. You scream at me, I'll mute stream for 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. So Grim, there was this one time I was doing... The only other times I've actually streamed Final Fantasy has been doing housing stuff. And not really like anything of story. And there was a time that it was... Was it Dawn Trail? Was it Endwalker? Either way, there's a big world raid boss that popped up. And defeating it... Eh? And defeating it would get you... Oh, we're still waiting. Stella has disappeared. Where did Stella disappear to? Oh. Stella, are you... Did I miss a message from them? A couple more I need to prep for work in the morning. Oh, there they are. Thereabouts. But yeah, it popped a big world boss, and like Xana wasn't that far, and Rai wasn't that far, and I think somebody else as well wasn't that far yet. And I had no plans originally to go there, but I'm like, I need the material drop from this thing. And I was like, guys, turn the stream off, or like, mute the stream, look away for like 5 minutes. It was kind of funny because just before that as well, what was I doing? I was doing something else before that, and it was like, it was also like a, it was more of a content warning, so not the game content warning, but it's a bit of a content warning of like, okay, it's safe to come out now, sort of deal. And I was like, yeah, okay, it's safe to come out, we're gonna do some Final Fantasy stuff, and then I ran to like that area, and I was like, no, never mind, I was wrong, go away again. And people are like, what kind of streamer tells their audience to go away? And I'm like, the type that doesn't want to spoil them on stuff. See, it's me screaming at people to mute screen because when I loaded into that area too, and I wasn't immediately thinking about it, I just immediately like panned the camera to the ground, so I couldn't see anything of the place. It's like, I'm doing this to protect you. See what we get.
Fingers crossed. Oh, portal on the first one. Nice! I guess we'll play by the more general map holder rule. Greed on the stuff you want. Map holder gets priority to need on one item. I think that's how people usually do it. The Dawn Trail versions of this don't have the roulette. Like, there's another version of treasure maps. I think starting in the level 70 areas. There's another version of the treasure maps that's like a giant roulette wheel. And you touch an orb in the middle and the wheel spins and determines like what kind of difficulty enemy you have to fight or if you get kicked out and stuff like that.
That seems fun.
It's kinda nice to have it to change it up a little bit. Roulettes usually come out mid-expansion. Yeah, I'm guessing because these maps have no place, or don't have any maps that pop in the very last area, I'm guessing that all of the roulette will be in the very, very last area of this game, or this expansion. The music in here compared to... See, it's funny, the last one, Torn from the Heavens, that was playing in the last one is just the general battle music. This is the music that typically plays for maps. But I figure because the last place Riot was just like the first time they'd ever done it, so they just took the music they had already. The maps have improved as they've gone through expansions. You get almost like a mini game sometimes, a couple little mini games in here sometimes of like so-called gambler's lure, where you have to bet high or low on what it shows you a card. And then you have to guess high or low what the next card will be, and if you win, it doubles not quite doubles, but it gives you another copy of everything that was in the treasure chest. And you can do that like 5 times, I think. So you can get 6 times the prize. But if you lose, you get nothing. And then you have some enemies that pop up as well that like, you have to like kill them in order and they'll drop an extra little treasure chest. Oh, wait, no, I'm the chest person. Oh, we got a free door. Sick. So every now and again, the chest is merciful and tells you in bright, shiny lights, hey, take this one. Bye. One door down. 3 more to go. So Grim, did you say you're just starting Shadowbringers, or you like just finished?
I just finished like the main content, and now I'm on like the posts content.
Oh.
Doing this.
And how long have you been? Not in a judgment way. I'm just curious. How long have you been at it again? I know we talked about it before over on your side. I just don't remember how long you said you've been playing. Because you started a while ago. Huh?
About a month, I think.
Holy cow! You've done that much in a month already?
Yeah, because I kind of know.
You know, if you're taken with it, that's awesome. I was the slowest burn. What is it? My FC lead described me as stopping to smell every rose in the garden. This is the gambler's lure. Is there anything good in here? Not really. I play off of like pure probability for this thing. Oh good. Another! The lock can jam too. Sometimes it flips the same card and it just jams and then it reshuffles all the cards. I had an FC mate who
had the lock jam on them like 4 times in a row or something, and I'm like, man, Chip, at that point, I feel like you should just get the chest. Like this is the lock jamming. I'll take it. Ones are even easier. This is great. My favorite part is honestly the gambler's lure. Oh, I saw one drop at like the end of a chest before, and it was like, oh god, did we play it? I think this is. It's not bad. See, now I'm a wuss who doesn't trust their own instinct. I let the dice make the call on which door I'll be opening, so I can blame something else if it doesn't open. Like right now. And out we go. Did you know 9% gamblers quit before they hit it big? So I've been told. Kinda reminds me, I actually picked up Bolitro the other day, or last night.
Ooh.
Because I needed something solo and slow to play while I'm cutting wedding invitations for a friend on like the cry cut. So it's like while the paper is cutting, I was like, I need something to do that doesn't need a ton of my attention all the time. Well, Xana's got Shallow-Ani. I've also got Shallow-Ani. Take Xana's first, at least I know what theirs is. It's funny because I'm not generally like I'm not generally a card game type of person.
I think Bolitro is very much its own beast, though.
Yeah, it's poker, but yeah, you got all like the funny modifiers. It kind of reminds me of Solitaire sometimes. Unfortunately, it looks like I don't have any maps.
It's a lot more like Solitaire than like poker, I would say.
Yeah. It's funny though because like I know my poker hands, and like so my mind just keeps wanting to like search and try to bank on getting like the highest hand value, but then I have to remember, I'm like, oh no, wait, I have funky modifiers that make it so like a pair scores exceptionally high.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I mean, you can you know, you can always kind of sort of move towards a build that works with whatever type of hand you want to go for, right? Like I play flushes a lot.
I had a run last night that was going super well, but I misread. I threw away one of my jokers because I misread what it did versus another one, and it was something like I think it was called a Bloodstone card, and it made it so there's a 50% chance that heart cards would have a 1.5 times multiplier applied, and because they're called multipliers, I thought it was just like plus 1.5. So I got the card that like gives all hearts a +3 multiplier. And swapped it out, and then realized, oh shoot! Because I was playing like all flushes. My deck was like what was it? My deck was like 90% heart cards. So like I had a round where I scored like 125,000 points in one hand, or something like that, and then swapped it out and went, oh shoot! Realizing my mistake after on the next boss of the Endless run. It's like, I'm ruined! I'll never financially recover from this. I saved the seed though. I might go re-explore it to see how much properly further I can actually take it. I struggle to keep track and metagame it when you get to higher antes. Have you seen RT games breaking it? No, I have not. Someone was telling me that they had a friend who was playing it, and like they had so much craziness going on that it took almost a minute to actually to go through all the bonuses. Wait, I want to ride the big dog. You put the video on Discord, it's ridiculous. Okay, sounds good, I'll take a look at it. big... I love how the main rider just stands there and points the direction the Cerberus is going. So, this dog mount, if I'm remembering correctly, is from... It's a very special kind of... Stella, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it a 24-man thing? It's like a 24-man dungeon. But if you die, you're kicked out of the dungeon.
Oh, I heard about that one.
You have to go through all of this other grinding stuff in the previous part too, because there's like I think this one is the...
It's a Eureka thing, isn't it?
It's yeah. The Cerberus isn't from Eureka itself, but it's from the one from the next expansion. That's name I'm blanking. Bosja. It's from like the Bosja. You have to do all of its crazy grind stuff, and then find enough people to organize a dungeon, and get through it without dying. But it's nuts. But oh my god, it's like, I think for the longest time it was like the only free 4-person mount in the game. I can't quite imagine. I think a friend of mine has done it, but she was like, yeah, I joined a Discord where they got people organized. Oh, is it? Oh, it goes up to 48 people? Because there's I don't know. There's something about like an inside group and an outside group or something like that. I don't really know how it works. 11 Reggie Savage, yeah. 48 people. That is nuts trying to get that many people organized. No portal. Okay. Mine was... I've got another around here, a little bit up northish. That car. Where's my mount? Died. Dog. Dog. Oh, you're currently working on Bosja. Oh man, I need to actually see footage of these crazy get kicked savage dungeons. I've only heard the stories secondhand. Ronique. So Xana, I'm gonna spoil something for you from 7.1. Despite the fact that they're spelled with 2 E's, or have you already heard it? It's like they're not pronounced, despite the fact they have 2 E's, they're not pronounced Ronique. As we discovered, they're pronounced Ronek. And I don't know how I feel about that. Wait a second, where's the chest? Oh, it's over there. I know, okay, you do know. It's like, what do you mean, Ronek? Wait, really? Yep. There's a 7.1 will have a cutscene that's voiced, and they mention the name of these creatures, and it's Ronek. Inside and outside. Oh. Probably called this an arsenal. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, different things are running the inside group versus the outside group? I wonder. So Grim, were you saying like Dragoon has been the main one that you've stuck with?
On my NA character, yeah.
Ostensibly special.
I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Like I said, my main, like on my EU character is Bard. Is my kind of main job there, but But yeah, I have enjoyed Dragoon.
So what made you... I'm curious, is you particular motivation on what you picked? Also, I think Xana's is... Yeah, you can tell. There we go.
Nothing really in particular. I just wanted to try something different, and I already have like a pugilist on my EU character, so I
Okay.
was like, I just wanted to do something different, and Dragoon was the most interesting looking thing that I hadn't done yet, I guess. Um,
Yeah, I've been told before by people, they're like, if you like the flashiness of Red Mage, you should try playing a Dragoon. You'll still get the backflip off the edge. I'm like, that's great. That's great. I've always joked that it's like a rite of passage for any job that has the backflip or something like that. Rise on the ellipses there. I know Rye's definitely done it at a point too. Like I said, Rye, it's a rite of passage. At least one time, you got a backflip off the edge of a stage. So I think some of my treasure maps are still on my routine. It's funny, Ramses, that I actually got lucky with that chicken mount. I didn't actually get it at the time, because what was it? It was like an Amazon promo? I didn't get it back then. I actually got lucky enough to win my copy of the black chicken from their Twitter giveaway that they sometimes do. Very unexpected. It just showed up in my mailbox one day, and I'm like, wait a second, what is this? Hey, Rain! Thank you for continuing the sub. How are you doing? Also, Rain, I can't remember. 7.1? Or not 7.1. 7.0? Have you finished Dawn Trail? Or you still have to do Dawn Trail? We're probably going to be doing maps for another, like... till top of the hour? Okay, you're still in 6. Okay, you're still in 6. All good. Maybe not. Maybe a little bit less than top of the hour. Maybe like 35-ish minutes, because I need some time to get ready before I have to get out. You eepy. How's the Sunday? You got a few. You still have a few more days off to get some extra rest. Can't quite remember. You got 4. Oh, it sounds nice. I'm back to work tomorrow. Man, you guys are... Stella and Xana, you two, are you two just like the inverse hair color from each other? I knew you were wearing the same style, but like... Oh, and Rain, thank you for gifting a sub over to Nakano. Wait, whose is this? This isn't mine. This is Xana's, I think, right? You got your mount? Nice! And another one over to Busty. That's good. Oh, numbers. Where's number 1? Onion. Okay, onion down. Who likes eggplants, really? Who likes eggplants? Get rid of garlic.
I know my mom did, and then she ended up being allergic to them.
Oh no!
And she's like, yeah, it sucks.
Oh, that's so sad. She likes eggplants. Eggplants don't like her.
Yeah.
I am of the lineage bloodline that has a lactose intolerance that like runs in my genetics. Not major, like I can still eat some stuff, but I definitely have like a point where I have to stop because I'm like, oh no, this will start hurting after this point. Rain likes to call it my weak bloodline. You think you have? Rye, you mean for the mount, Rye? Because yeah, it's to get the mount to get the amount that's linked to Twitch involves 3 gifted subs to a streamer that's currently in the Final Fantasy 14 category. If you did, you'd have gotten a notification, like somewhere up in your Twitch thing would have given you a notification to be like, go here to redeem your code. The resubs don't count? Oh, they have to be gifted, huh? Interesting. Country portrait felt. New or gift. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, thank you for the 3rd. And then yeah, hopefully you get your snowman. It was pretty. Now you got it. Okay, good. It's like instantaneous. Perfect. And then yeah, just go plug that into Mog Station. Like I was saying earlier, I'm a little curious to go check eBay after this campaign is done to see if people are trying to sell the code there, because yeah, it's a code. It's actually a code. To my great surprise. Oh, it's like black on blue. Oh. Rajan, thank you for the 3 as well. And yeah, you should have your mount notification pop. Actually. Gold alpaca! Drops extra stuff. It's bleat. It's a little bad at attacking these things. They're just here to be cute and prance. I wonder if I should Cryptomancer in. They hit like a truck, but brought in a mage for an extra res just in case. Gambler's there. Oh, wait. Minzana, we trust. Oh gosh, a 5. 50-50 chance, Xana. 50-50 chance. What's your gut telling you? Whoa. Oh! Well done. Seven? Yeah, it's 7 now. There is a thing in this dungeon that drops. There are these really like funny weapons that have just dropped with the latest patch. Where like the astrologians, their globe thingy is like a snow globe. The machinist, the gun is a bouquet of roses. They're like really silly weapons like that. Several people have like cutlery. But turns out they drop out of a weapon coffer out of these dungeons. They have been selling. I haven't checked in this past couple weeks, but the day they dropped, $25 million or 25 million gil to buy one. It fell off pretty sharply after that to about 16 million. But even just I think last week I was looking at it, 12 million still to buy one of those coffers, and like
that's so crazy.
Dozens of them sell per day. Ooh, 8th rate tickets. Dimian Cats with excitement is apt. Oh yeah. Yeah, you get the mount and you get tickets, which is a nice little bonus to it. And free teleports. Fun tip for anyone who doesn't already know. You can, instead of having the game ask you every single time if you want to use your 8th rate ticket, when that box pops up for teleportation stuff, you can actually, or when you pop open the teleportation box, there's a setting. I think it's like the little gear icon, but there's a setting so you can make it so the game automatically uses an Aether ticket when it's above a certain price, and will use a gil for anything else. Because there's a few areas it's like, do you want to use this Aether ticket? And it's like, my teleportation cost is like 112 gil. No, I don't want to use the Aether ticket. So yeah, you can set like a minimum amount required. gonna ask if you're wearing healer booty shorts, and then I saw the summoning interface. Yeah, it's a weird one. This is oh, hang on a second. It's a big guy. This piece is a little strange, and I'm wearing it. It's a really short skirt, but it's like the summoner level 60 or 70 artifact gear, I think. And it was interesting in that it gives me like the aura scales on the legs, and it has like a tiny tail on it. But you never get to see this part ordinarily because the rest of the gear is like a gigantic coat, and it blocks all of the details on it. So I made. You can kind of see there on the thigh. It's a super short skirt. It's actually a loincloth technically, but you get like aura scales on it. Just kind of cool.
Interesting.
Mammonite. This makes the scientist-looking gear. I believe. Search recipes. Yeah. Like a scientist coat. It's cute. Thank you. Oh no. Come on, thing. Rainbow? No rainbow. Damn. It was a good run. It was a good run for that bit. Heaven's Sword Summoner Gear. Oh, okay, so it was level 60. I was right. Look at my memory go.
Good on you.
Another in Yak-Tail. Oh, you're just across. Kind of up. The blimp. Oh right, I forgot to. Rai, can I share your silly story? Because I just remembered you made that comment about playing through ARR with about your music situation. Can I share your story? As mildly embarrassing as it is. Look at me, I be a draggy boy in games, so I don't need to worry about wanting the scales. It's kind of funny because I've had some people comment on the scales, right, and be like, "Wait, how did you get that? You're not an aura." And I'm like, "It's just one very specific clothing piece." So, Rai, yeah, Rai, like, I think we found it. Well, how was it we found out, Rai? Because like you were using your mech mount and saying you're like, the music is exactly the same, and I'm like, what do you mean the music is exactly the same? You should have special music when you get on that thing. And he's like, no, it just plays the same thing as like everything else. And he's like, so I turned it out, and that's how we found out that Rai, and this was like, we had just watched the end cutscene for ARR. All of the, like, everyone is together, the, like, big grand moving music, all of this other crazy stuff going on, and that's the point at which we discover Rai has played the entire expansion with no music. Because he'd, like, you'd gotten annoyed about something with the world music or the mount music, and you turned it off, and never forgot to turn it back on, so the whole game so far for him had been just dead silent for background music.
That's crazy.
We're like, oh my god, all of these moments, these big orchestral moments, absolutely nothing. Just voices just voices in silence. And then yeah, I think we found the music toggle and the ability to like put the mount music back on so he could actually enjoy. I think it's the Alexander Raid series music that plays off of the mount that he's got. Hey, my music filled it well. Oh my god, these little flying squirrels, you can get them as a mount too, but it's like, it's hella grindy work to do it. You're like, way too many gemstones that you get for finishing fates in the areas. I'm trying to remember, that whistle, like, for the people who grind out the whistle, it turns out you can sell the whistle on the market board, and it's, oh my god, definitely something double-digit millions, like 550 million or something ridiculous like that, I think.
Orgopaka. Where's that go? Oh, I'm getting teleport. I think I've got more maps in my retainers. Just gotta go find them.
Now, if anything, turning off the music made it worse. The music is the best part. I just imagine Rai is like jamming out the sleep token or something like that during like these emotional scenes in Final Fantasy, being like, I don't know why there's no music here. Had my vessel mascot and everything. But yeah, right. Have your music on. I feel like it. Yeah, Heaven's Sword as well. They've all just got such strong soundtracks to them. Especially the raid fights. Oh my gosh, right? It means you went on through all these raid fights and you didn't even have like the boss's music on. I think you should look up Shiva's song if you hadn't already. Shiva's boss fight music. I feel like you'd really like that one. Because when I used to read with V and Puck, I had the game muted, no music, no mechanic. No mechanic sounds! Oh, I don't think I could do that. I could understand at a point no music, especially if you're rating the same thing over and over and over again. You're like, I finally need a break after 20 hours of this song. I don't think I could do no mechanic sounds. Like, even the times that I turn off the background music for some purpose or another, I usually leave most other ambient sounds on. It's like League. I'm like that in League as well. I just, like... I have to have the sound effects on. There's too many timings that I base off sound effects.
Yeah, same here. Like audio cues, I'm too reliant on all kinds of stuff,
Yeah. It's just how you play it normally. Oh, even now everything's off. Okay. You just have your own playlist in the background, or you just play silent? Gross League. I don't play Summoner's Rift and I don't play Ranked anymore. It's only ARAM and funny game modes for me. YouTube. Ah, gotcha. I re-downloaded League yesterday. Oh no. Oh no. Another one claimed. I need you to remind me what my username is to the account I made to play with you. I will do that later. You might have to remind me to remind you. But I can do that later. Yeah, it's funny. I've never really been the type to very rarely do I insert my own music when playing video games. Like I do when I'm doing Ooh, I forgot that one sucks in. Never mind, it's dead. I do when it's like when I was doing housing stuff in this game, and the orchestrion roll just plays like the same 5 songs on repeat and not even quite the full song. At a point I was like, okay, no more. I gotta put my own music back on.
Understandable.
Rai will need you to remind him to remind you to remind him. Okay, Rain, you need to remind Rai to remind me to remind Rai to remind. Put it in your calendar. I got no dog in this raid. I don't like League. If anything, I win by doing nothing. This is true. This is true.
I was a Dota 2 man myself.
Ah, you're a Dota player. I had a friend that tried to convince me into it. I'm like, man, I barely play League anyway. I don't know if I want to learn another MOBA. My only tie I have to Dota 2 is I have like a Shagbark plush that has like a little wire in the tongue so it's posable, and like its owls on the branches are magnetic so they can pop off. And his little mask can come off. It's super cute, but that's like my only tie to Dota that I have. It's a Shagbark. Number 2. try Dota, but since your first was League, you always found it too slow. I always thought it was interesting how you could destroy the trees in Dota. Or just the environment.
You can eat them.
You can eat them? Like anybody can eat them, or specific people can eat them?
You can eat them with an item that you buy from the store.
What is it? What do you get for eating a tree? Besides fiber.
That's some heavy duty fiber. I think that goes beyond fiber. It becomes roughage.
Yeah. Rain, you liked Heroes of the Storm, but then Blizzard decided to kill it. I played a tiny bit of Heroes of the Storm and actually quite enjoyed it, but at the time that I played Heroes of the Storm, I swear it died like 2 weeks later.
So my MOBA that I really loved was a game called Dawngate. Have you ever heard of that one?
No. Dawngate?
Dawngate. It was being published by EA at the time, and which, in retrospect, was probably a sign that it wasn't going to go well. But basically, it got shuttered in beta because it wasn't making enough money, which is really sad because it didn't even get like a 1.0 release.
Oh, new glasses.
That game, Dawngate, was awesome.
What was its deal?
So I think the most notable thing about it was how matches were actually super short for a MOBA. Like average match time was like 15 minutes.
Oh. That's kind of nice, actually. Also, Xana, it's your map. If you want to need the glasses, take them.
And I think the most interesting thing about it was actually the story and the lore that they were building for it.
Okay.
And they had this like really beautifully illustrated webcomic that went along with it that, of course, also died when the game was shuttered.
I imagine somebody's probably archived it somewhere, though.
Oh yeah, it's been archived for sure. In fact, I think I have it like saved to my computer somewhere. They were just doing a lot of really cool stuff with the storytelling. I think that was very ahead of its time, and they were doing a lot of stuff with like how items work. So like in League and Dota, you will buy a few items and then combine those into like one powerful item.
Yep.
In Dawngate, it worked more like branching paths. So you would buy like one of 6 basic items and then follow a various branch to whatever it is you were looking for.
And then, so like with the branching bits as you went along, would they replace the original one, or would they just also be additional one? Okay.
Yeah, we would replace the original, like the lower form. It's also worth noting that like for the following 5 years after Dawngate closed, League of Legends like stole all of their ideas.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, like
God.
I can't even think. Like Bard, like Dawngate did Bard first.
Oh, like with the same idea with the tunnels kind of deal?
Yeah, except it was way cooler in Dawngate. Because the way it worked was that it would like carve a path through the terrain that you could just walk through. You didn't have to like interact with the tunnel or anything. You could just walk through it, and you get like a speed boost when you walk through it and stuff. And like visually, it was like so cool. And then there was oh And then there was one of my favorite characters who had a hook, but like it was really slow. But the upside was that you could hook multiple people at once with it.
Uh-huh.
So if you position yourself right, you could hook in like you could basically like blitzcrank hook like the entire enemy team.
Oh my god.
It was so good.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to think what other characters were fun. There was oh, the fandom pages too. It's funny.
I have a Shallow map. I need to find it. Oh, there. Your favorite Paragon character is Murdoch because they're scarily good at him. His ultimate is a cross-map railgun shot, which is similar to Jinx's ult. You only ever miss like 3 shots. Your friends would just call when someone was weak and too far away from them. You'd just be like, "Aight!" and tap them.
Yeah, there was a character like that in Donge that had like a cross map shot, but it was targeted, but you could like block it. You could like body block it if you saw it coming, kind of thing. Silas.
Hmm?
Like Silas from League,
yeah.
not the old stealing thing, but everything else about his kit is basically like one of the Donge characters.
Oh.
It's just Bashko from Donge. Like. And the interesting thing that I thought was really cool about it was how like in you know how in like League and Dota the enemy nexus or whatever is like basically just a building you have to destroy.
Yeah.
In Dawngate it was like a living creature that would fight back.
Oh.
So while you're doing like team fights and stuff, you're also trying to avoid like MMO mechanics from the,
Oh my
from the
gosh.
enemy base. Yeah.
PvPvE.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, League. The only time League's Nexus has ever moved has been like there's a funny game mode they called Nexus Blitz, and the game would only last I think like maybe I think maximum like 15 minutes, 18 minutes maybe, because at a certain point, if you were taking too long, the Nexus from both sides would just like pull themselves out of the ground as stone golems and start walking it down mid lane to go punch each other out.
Oh yes, I that does ring a bell. Yeah.
And then yeah, and each team could then fight as well to like take out the enemy Nexus or try to defend your own Nexus as the two of them are just brawling in the center. Surprised you how many people don't know about Paragon. You always thought it was really popular. I'd heard the name before, but like I don't think I've ever seen any gameplay footage from it.
I had a friend who played it, I think.
Okay. Do I need to go get more? I've got more in my... I've got another one in my retainer, I think. probably got time for like one more, maybe two, if the map doesn't pop. You've used the 3 you could carry. Okay, I will go get. I thought I had some. Oh, it's all good. I'll take the call. I forgot you did some maps last time you were on. Like, oh, it's all right.
Third person. Oh, so it's more. So it's like Smite status, kind of. Yeah. Paragon, that is.
Oh, okay. Unreal's MOBA. Remember the only time you got people mad at you in HOTS and you're playing Abther, who was Symbiote Hero. He died 1v1 mobs, could effectively possess anyone buffing. One guy claimed you did nothing at all game, called you a hacker when you got MVP with most healing, most structures, dad, most DPS. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's L.Y.K.A.I.O.S. My game of choice was owned by EA, and they're just sitting on all the IPs now. You can't do nothing with it.
You know, I'm a little curious if anyone, like you or anyone else in the chat, or like if I know anyone who tried to get into Concord, and then Concord just like immediately bit the dust.
I learned about Concord like when they said they were shutting it down. I didn't even know it was a thing until it was already dead.
So it was a bad game from the get-go. Concord got conquered. I know. Same case. I heard about it by the time it was already gone. I was like, oh my gosh. I wonder if I actually know anyone who like attempted to.
And well, and like that's the horrible truth about Downgate as well. Was like the biggest like marketing it ever got was the news of its shutdown. Like, like there were so many comments on like news websites and stuff where like this is the first I've ever heard of this game. What are you talking about? I'm like, oh, it hurts. It stings.
Yeah, so many people, it seems they just didn't know about it until it was already gone. Kudos to the marketing team. Your D2 clan leader wanted to try it when it was in playtest. You watched the trailer, saw it was going for Guardians of the Galaxy style, just said nope. Turns out you were right. We were seeing a trailer and think it was a rip-off of the Guardians show. Oh, this is another group. I was like, what's happening? I haven't opened anything. Means ours is also over. Is this guy alone? I don't think we can help with it though. I don't think we can fight other people's monsters. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. There's one over there. Is that Paladin just doing like solo maps? Do they know what they're in for? Like, it's doable, but oh man, does it take time. His Paladin move? That was me in Warcraft, basically. I didn't do everything by myself.
That was the warrior I queued with the other night when the 3 of us died and the boss was at like a third health about, and then the warrior's like, "No, I got this," and he just summoned the rest of the boss.
Warriors. Warrior's perhaps sometimes weirdly overtuned in its capability for healing. It's been a meme for ages now of Warrior just being like the other healer, the green tank. I'll fix myself.
Okay. It's time for Crystal Tower for me now. I finally hit the wall where I have to do Crystal Tower before I can continue this.
Right, yes, it's because it's mandatory now.
Yep.
No portal. Right, okay, I think I'm tapped. It's about time anyway. Yeah, it's about time.
You heading out soon?
Yeah, I had like this thing I was supposed to go to with a friend yesterday. No, on Friday, but like some stuff happened with the tickets to get into the venue with the four of us, so we rescheduled for today. So.
For sure, for sure. Hope you have a good time.
Yeah. Thanks for and yeah, Chio, thank you for coming in and joining, and like, and the 3 gifted as well, and joining us for the maps. And yeah, Grim, thanks for hanging out with me during the stream.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun. I feel like we have good discussions when we hang out for the most part.
Yeah, I'll have to try to do this sort of thing a little bit more often.
I wanna do it too. It's just like, with the nature of my streams, it's kind of difficult to get people to just hang out with me while I'm like cutting glass and not talking for most of that, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
All right, well, in that case, I gotta eat dinner soon anyway, so I'm gonna hop off now, and I'll see y'all another time.
Yeah, okay, I'll get you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let me... Uh-oh, hang on. Take care of this pitcher plant first. We'll go back over here. Is my character in a safe place? Go back to this screen. Okay. Ba-da-bum-bum. Now that's strange. Okay, so you all can hear me, and Grim could hear me, but I've just realized that, like, Discord is not reacting to my thingamajiggy. Bum. That's better. Okay. What have I got going on? I think this, I'll have to see how things go, but this may actually be my last stream of the year. We hear you for sure. Yeah, Discord's a little bit funny sometimes. I found where so the talking PNG is, as a behind the scenes, the talking PNG is done through Discord, where I have to be in a call, even if it's a private one, just with me in it, and it picks up my talking through Discord and then relays it into this other program thingy, which then makes the PNG react and open its mouth and talk. I just didn't realize, because I hadn't been looking at my own screen, that it wasn't talking. Hey Ryan! Oh, it's good to see you, Ryan. Oh no more streams for an entire year. How will we survive a whole 2 days? For a year, I know. I'll see you all next year. No, I'll be about on the Discord and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like 2 days. Dang, we're gonna see like for a whole year. So Night Plus trying to bot my thing every time. There's the general socials. I'm more active on Blue Sky than I have been on Twitter as of late, but I still throw schedule stuff up on Twitter. Discord is the easiest way to, if you want to just hang out and chat, and like, I'm usually really, really responsive in Discord. I sometimes do random things, like at the most weird times of night of like, I'm still working on the Christmas card stuff, so I'll sometimes just be in a video call in there, in a general channel, just working on more Christmas card stuff. Who knows, maybe I'll just start randomly popping a Balatro on like late evenings or something like that. But yes, thank you everybody who who joined just to hang out, who joined for maps, and then like Cantus, Soupy, Stella, Xana, Romnus, Ray, who else was there? Rain as well, and Rye. Thank you all for the gifted subs, and like congratulations on your new snowman mounts. Discord's the easiest way. Is like as she prepares to text 4 different people at the same time in 3 seconds. I'm very fast on a phone. As long as I'm not literally in the middle of a workday kind of thing or sleeping, I'm usually pretty on top of my replies. Let me see. Raid target. Who else we got? Yeah, so I'm thinking about, I gotta see how things go. There's a chance I might do one more stream on Tuesday for New Year's Eve. But we'll see. I'm undecided. Let's see. Who else is doing stuff? Actually, you know what? How many of us-ish are there right now? Do we want to just go make like a little streamer's day? I kind of want to go find and make a little streamer's day. A little VTuber's day. Where are we? Final Fantasy category, and I'm going all the way down the list. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I might be back on Tuesday to do a little bit, like a few more of those custom Christmas cards for people. We'll see. We'll see. Otherwise, yeah, I might instead of streaming, I might just be in the Discord hanging out, doing a little bit of custom Christmas card stuff. Okay, let's see. Little VTuber, little Final Fantasy VTuber. Let's find one. Oh my god, and this one's on my server. 102 follows. And they're on my server. They're on Primal Lamia. Oh, this is funny. Assuming I don't get too drunk on me either. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, like I said, it's no good tea. I don't know what I'll be doing yet, but I'll get a schedule up. I'll get a schedule up and going. Oh my god, we're gonna go raid this person. I don't know who they are. I've never met them in my life. Hopefully they're cool, but they're on my server. And they're in the middle. We're gonna interrupt their ultimate raid. Okay, this will be funny. We'll even see. We're gonna find out how on top they are of their Twitch notifications, because ultimate rating is attention grabbing or attention occupying. How do you spell the name? Totally Che Blume. English? Just for your things. It looks like it's English. Okay. Search for this channel. They got like 100 followers. It looks like they're a new-ish affiliate. They play a white mage. Playing the game in Japanese. Okay. But yeah, I will have I got the schedule up in the usual places. And yeah, thanks again for everyone for joining for like the map stuff. It's too bad we didn't get it clear, but you know, we'll try again. We'll try it again on a different day. We'll get it one of these days. Healer check. Oh my god. Should we? Healer check? Is that what we want to be our raid message? We could do that. Thanks again for having me. Oh yeah, thanks for joining in. It's my pleasure, and it was nice meeting several of you new faces as well. Okay, we're gonna do healer check. Healer check if you've got access to my emails, or you know, feel free to sub out your own. We'll get this raid started up. They're in a call with some other people, but it'll be fine. This will be fun. Hopefully this will be fun. And yeah, I have a good rest of the weekend. If I don't see you guys before New Year's, have a happy New Year and get ready for all the I'll see you next year jokes. Okay, I'll catch y'all later. See you on the other side. Bye!